With each passing day, more converge upon Earth. Pilgrims of fate. Some already arrived. Others still walking paths they do not yet understand. This gathering intrigues me. They exist in the space between heaven and hell. Their choices now will carve the shape of their eternity. But do they truly know what they are? What forces stir beneath their feet while they play their part on the board? Pawns, perhaps. Or something far more significant. Death lingers near. Yet the dead do not rest. Their whispers grow louder. Their stories claw to the surface. Deeds once buried in shadow now stray for the light. These saints, these sinners, they are unlike any I've seen. Complex, flawed, powerful. Some barely cling to their soul. Others shine so brightly, I dare not look away. They have been chosen for what lies ahead, and nothing in this world or the next will ever be the same. I must watch them, for within this fractured group lies the thread to a mystery far greater than they can fathom, and soon it will unravel.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Are you ready?
Nah. Man, that's coming through really well. Whereas we once had an audience, we now have old farts. You can tell the age of a fart, obviously.
One might be accused of being an old fart at the best of times. You know, yes, don't you know? Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the real Babaka. And there's lots more settings on StreamYard now for some reason.
Ooh,
Why?
exciting.
Why?
Maybe it'll finally have functionality. How about that?
No, they got rid of the fucking the volume. Anyway,
They got rid of functionality. It's like, oh, new update.
yeah. They got rid of the good stuff and they just put in some useless stuff. Back in boarding and chatting. I'm your host this week, as from Heel versus Babyface. Gary is on the road, returning back home
again.
after being at BabyCon.
Ooh.
Weird sort of lifelike BabyCon.
Sounds interesting.
Something like that. And he said
What?
he has said if he does get back home, then he'll pop on. But I have no idea where he is right now, or what he's doing, or anything along those lines.
Ah,
How you doing?
yeah, I'm all right.
Right.
Working. What has been happening in the recent days and weeks now? Ugh, we had that 28 years later.
Oh,
It seems you and I were both nonplussed on that one.
yeah.
Especially
Well,
compared to the hype, the anticipation.
Oh yeah, the trailers were so good. We'll talk about it. We'll
Mhm.
tackle about it. Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, well, I guess I got plenty of time to work. There's nothing's coming out now. And then Fringy reminded me, Ironheart is out literally like today, and I was like, oh,
Yes, I I actually thought it was gonna be released at 4 a.m. UK time. So I got up at stupid o'clock to come in and to come on and watch it. And then I discovered it's 2 a.m. on the 25th. So tomorrow, 2 a.m. for the UK tomorrow.
well, that's fun.
Yeah. 6 Pacific, 6 p.m. Pacific today, and 9 p.m. Eastern today for North America. We get it 2 a.m. in the UK.
Well then,
So all I'm saying is, if there is a video at 4 a.m. from Disbrew, I'm going to be so happy. Who knows?
he is a diehard fan, so
Who knows? Oh, I've just had a text from a
Ooh.
beakler saying, I'm... Well, and I don't, hold on, I better read it first before I read it.
Just to make sure it's not radioactive.
I'm just going to... Hey... Sorry, I'm a man. Look, mate, I can't fucking multitask. Okay,
it's all right. We're all just excited.
I'm gonna keep the message private because
one of those ones.
Sharing DMs is lame and gay and all that.
Hmm.
So yes, Ironheart dropping in 9 hours from now. I just want to read a tweet about Ironheart, which makes me piss myself laughing. Here we go. Yeah. Are you aware of the site Movie Web?
No.
Me neither. Okay. So this is from Movie Web. Ironheart fulfills low expectations with a weak narrative, poorly written characters, and dull action. It will also arouse the ire of trolls who target Disney's diversity efforts. It's like, wait a minute, you just said shit.
Well, what's funny is when you were reading that, right? Like, so poorly written, dull, and weak. It's like, wow, that's a lot better than I was expecting. So not bad. You've achieved a lot there, Ironheart.
Yeah, but it's just like it's poorly written, dull, weak, and but the trolls would probably just like it because of black people, not like it because of blacks or something. It's like no. I mean, you're desperately trying to cover the fact that when we criticize this shit, it's supported. We support the criticism, and they hate that. And a lot of the time, forced diversity is a real thing. Now, this is about a black character, so nobody in the critical corner of our little sphere is going to be saying, well, Ironheart shouldn't be black or anything like fucking that. That'd be fucking dumb and stupid because it is a black character. But if the character's shit, which they are, particularly if you read the comics, then there you go. So, yes, if that is a positive review,
So, correct me if I'm wrong. It's
Yeah.
coming out in two halves with 3
2
episodes
halves.
apiece.
Yes, 3
So
episodes today,
they
tomorrow,
they
and 3 episodes
categorically
next week.
have slightly more faith in this than they did with Echo, I guess.
I don't necessarily think that's the case. I don't know if they're dividing in a desperate effort that if we dump 3 episodes in 2 weeks, maybe one of those weeks might get a rating on something.
Oh, you think like this is the same approach as Echo, but this time they're hoping to just make a bigger dent. Maybe if we split the season.
Just seeing if they can, get a week's worth of viewership, then drop the next 3.
Right.
Add them all up. Can we get anything? Can we get anywhere? The answer is no.
No.
Oh, and if you go online, it does show Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto.
That's been around for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like it's actually in credits.
Oh, okay. Well, whoops. Sorry, wait. So how do people get the credits before? Is that like a leak?
Well, I don't know. It's just like you put in Ironheart and it brings up the cast and it's got Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto. It's like, oh no.
Isn't it Mephisto? No. People are going to call you on your cred there, buddy.
Mephisto.
Is he fasting? Oh, good for him.
Yeah. It's like he's in hell. He's not being particularly mobile. He's putting on a bit of timber.
Damn.
He's like, I'm going to become Mephisto. Kit Fisto. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite Jedi.
So there is that featurette that dropped yesterday. I'm going to show that because I'd love to get your opinion on that one. It should be pretty fun. We'll have a little bit of discussion about 28 years of boredom. Before we do, the Saints and Sinners trailer played at the beginning. Chat, shit is happening. This is so amazing. We are past 9,000 books.
Oh my.
We are over 9,000. And we are so close to 330,000 on the campaign. Still 3.5 weeks to go on the campaign. So if you are thinking about supporting, please do. And the original concept art book is up today. So if you've already supported the campaign, this has just come up today because of the milestones that we've been hitting. So the Saints and Sinners concept art book has been put up for pre-order. So this is up there as well. So excited about that because there's some really cool stuff that's going to be on that. Narration from the Soska sisters and the concept artwork by Marcos, and it was so good. Marcos was an absolute pleasure to work with in thrashing out the ideas. Like when I came up with the concept of the Apex, the motorcycle, Marcus and I were really on the same page with a lot of stuff. So I'm really excited for that. So that's just come up today. So if you haven't already got that, go now. Pinned comment is straight to the campaign, or if you're watching this later on, in the description box down below, top link goes to Saints and Sinners countdown to 10,000 copies sold. And this, of course, is mine and Morley's writing debuts. So that's a pretty big thing. So please support the campaign if you haven't supported the campaign. If you can, you don't have to. So there's no pressure, but it'd be awfully nice to say. What are your kind of thoughts on that?
It's a little bit exciting, isn't it? Because as soon as it gets to that many people, you're like, oh shit, there's a lot of people who are going to be reading what I did with other people, of course. But it's like, you sort of holding out hope that, hey, this is going to excite and intrigue, all of the good emotions. You know, we're very much excited while a little bit anxious to see what's going to happen next, and it's going to be a thing of the audience have to let us know. We've said this before, but it's it truly is kind of built that way, and it's going to be an excellently electrifying experiment.
Yes. Again, I'll just reiterate, but for people that might not have heard this, your feedback on, you know, the people's stories, my story, Mauler's story, Drunk 3PO story, Drinker's story. I mean, Soska's are there and Eric's there already, but your feedback on us four's stories are very welcome, because if you guys like what you read, if you like what you read from Morley, if you like what I read from myself, let's just say there's potential for more. Okie dokie. So yeah, feedback, your feedback and would be great. So there you go. No spoiler. No, there's no spoilers. You know, I thought we were going to actually say a little bit more about what's going to happen in our stories, but now that it's out, it's kind of like, no, you know, just keep it nice and nice and basic, and let people enjoy.
I mean, even like trying to talk about who the characters are at the beginning of the story still even feels a little like, like maybe, you know.
Yeah, because you've got your characters on the front cover.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the characters in my story on the front cover, or maybe not all of them. So, you know, there's let's just say there's little things in there that I don't want to give away, and of course, your characters are all brand new.
Yeah.
So who's who and what are they and what do they do and what's their, you know, lots of exciting times, chat. Exciting times. So yeah, very excited for you guys and gals to get the books. Very excited for your feedback on that one. What should we start with? Should we start with Ironheart, or should we start with some 28 years later?
What is the chat looking for? What do I want to hear about?
Yeah, what do you want to hear about for? Well, I mean, I've been reading the chat and they want to hear about Shlurpo. That's what the chat. That's what the chat's talking about.
Clearly, that's a DLC thing, and we can't just talk about that before it comes out.
I think I worked this out. This is Return of the Shlurpo.
Because Gary's not here? Because we've had one or two of those in the past that didn't Shlurpify.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had Shlurpo. We had the Shlurpo stream, of course. Mm-hmm. Then we did have the Shlurpo Strikes Back.
We're going to have to wait for them to release Star Wars Outlaws 2. That'll be how we get that. I sure do hope that happens.
Did you like that article I sent you from last year?
Yeah. Oh,
History,
I think I'd seen that.
Will be kind to Star Wars Outlaws. Just like, it's already a whisper on the wind.
Nobody remembers it. Nobody.
No.
It's all gone.
Everything from Ubisoft is gone. Nobody remembers shit about shit from Ubisoft.
I was just about to say, was it Shadows? Was their other one? That's
yes,
I haven't heard anything about that for a
Shadows. While. No, because nobody's fucking playing the thing.
Well,
nobody's playing. Nobody cares. It did horrendously. It sold less than 3 million copies. It's an absolute bomb. It's lost them hundreds of millions. They had to sell 25% of the company the week of launch because they could clearly see the sale numbers were not coming in. Not there. And Tencent has taken all their big IPs and moved it away. It's a bit like Warner. They sort of split up to move the debt to one area and try and create a profitable area on another side.
Mm-hmm. It's gone brilliantly, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then Mind's Eye. Because Gary's not here, let's talk some video game to start with. Actually,
we can talk video games. That's true.
We can talk video game. Mind's Eye. Are you aware of this game?
No, but I've had some people mentioning it, that it would be good to stream. Is this true? Can you confirm?
I am seriously considering it. I am seriously considering streaming Mind's Eye. I saw a tweet yesterday. The company that make it, Build a Rocket Boy, Barb, they've started to fire people.
Okay.
From the company. The game came out on the 10th of June, so it's been out for 2 weeks today, and they're firing people.
Right.
It's come out an absolute mess. I found a channel yesterday. It's called Nick Tack or something. Apologies if I got the name of the channel wrong. And they've got a couple of videos just purely dedicated to the bugs, and they are. To say they're Star Wars Outlaws level of or Cyberpunk 2077 level, they might even be worse. Even be worse. Here, let me is it Nick Tech? Yeah, Nick Tech, I think it is. Let me just pull up a quickie. That's what she said.
I've seen many people just say it's outright bad, but I was just curious, what flavor of bad are we dealing with, you know?
Let me pull up let me bring up this video this is from Nick Tech, folks, which is NIKTEK. So please do go check out the channel, go check out the video. Here's here's a little flavor of what to expect.
What's the budget for this game?
I don't know.
What are you doing here?
Come with me.
Oh, the stutters, yeah.
Like you're playing a video game.
Oh. That was some nasty stutters. Oh.
Not fantastic optimization then, huh?
No.
What do you know? I just saw him once. He has the same chunk of metal on his neck, and he had a prosthetic arm. He was all tatted up. Jack Rissy,
What's going on?
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
What the hell?
Niner territory.
This is great. I
Can't
see
let
this
whoever
one.
blew up the factory get to the target before us. We need to get the location of the second hacker from him.
So you get touched about the bum.
Yeah, got touched on the bum. Feed. Take your time. It's okay. It's just burning him. It's fine.
No,
it's fine.
there he is.
Oh, this is the one I think of. It's just lining up. In all fairness, it's women drivers, but you know.
Get out of the road.
Oh no! Come on. Lose the tail. It's right on him. It's right on him. Wow. Yeah, check out Nick Tech with these because yeah, there's a I showed off a clip in a video I did yesterday, and you could just go through pedestrians, like through them, and then
Oh,
they were running away, and they just freeze.
Yeah.
They just freeze as they ran away. It looks absolutely horrendous in terms of and there's just video after video after video of this. Yeah.
And so you're 50-50 on whether or not you'll stream it then?
I might do for some lols. But completing it, I don't know. I don't know about that. It might be worth trying.
This ain't no Lord of Ring Gollum, okay?
Yeah, because is it going to work? Yeah, you never know. Have they patched a couple of things out? Whatever. I don't know. But it doesn't look good.
Yeah, because some games you have to be exceptionally good to earn a completion.
Yeah, so they've started to fire people from the company while saying that we're still committed to, keeping the game going, fixing it, etc. The Chinese room.
Wait, they made it?
No. A build a Rocket Boy. But But the Chinese room, you're aware of the company?
I am.
Yes. British company.
Yeah, they made Dear Esther back in the day that changed the discourse about video games forever. About what genre means.
Yeah, I remember Total Biscuit's video on Dear Esther. They did Everybody's Gone to the Apocalypse. Everyone's gone to the Rapture.
They did Machine for Pigs.
Which I quite liked, actually. I have the one set on a oil rig, but I haven't played that yet. Dark Water, is it? No. There's one set on a oil rig. That's from them as well. But they're also doing Bloodlines 2.
Oh, Still Wakes the Deep. You talking about that?
Yes.
I didn't realize that was them.
Yeah, I think that's them.
I think Drinker actually said he played that and quite liked it.
It looked interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it looked interesting. So they're still working on Bloodlines 2. They have announced today that they are laying off staff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but they say that Paradox say the Bloodlines 2 is still coming in October. So Bloodlines 2 developer, the Chinese room, has laid off employees, but Paradox says the game is still coming in October. A number of the Chinese room employees revealed the layoffs on social media, and Paradox has effectively confirmed staffing changes at the studio. Almost side by side with the release of surprise Still Wakes the Deep expansion. There you go. Siren's Rest. Okay. It appears that developer The Chinese Room has laid off an unknown number of employees. The cuts will apparently not have an impact on the schedule of the studio's current project, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. However, as publisher Paradox Interactive says, it remains on track for October. 3D animator Bradley Adams wrote in his own post, "My current role and many others have been affected by recent events, and I'm seeking a new opportunity." Senior environment artist Adam Sharp also referred to many others in his own identically worded post about being laid off. This might be the result of ongoing struggles at Sumo Digital, which acquired the Chinese room in 2018. In June 2024, Sumo laid off 15% of its workforce, closed down Timber Games. Then in February, it announced a strategic decision to focus Sumo Digital exclusively on development services for partners. What the fuck does that mean? Which it warned would have an impact on our studio and people. One of the employees posting about being laid off, Callum Monroe, with senior technical support at Sumo Group, a position that included providing on-site support for the Chinese room. Doesn't signal good news for the Chinese room.
I don't know why. I feel like that's like memory hold to me that they were the ones behind Bloodlines 2. The thing about the Chinese room is I just don't associate them with mechanics.
No.
Even their Amnesia game, it felt like it had less mechanics than what it's a sequel to. It's like they don't play well with. I know this sounds retarded, but they don't play well with doing mechanics in games. It's like, well, then what do they do? And it's like, well, you know what I mean. If you've played, We've All Gone to the Rapture.
They tell a story. Really,
they go very visual gameplay, which these days, and I think you'll have experienced some of these comments recently in terms of walking simulator feels like what they helped sort of define. Like, I meant to ask you, but how did you find Death Stranding?
I streamed for nearly 8 hours and I was loving it.
Okay, good.
I was really enjoying it. I think it's a completely different change of pace. I think there's no other game out there like it. Absolutely not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it just made a kind of welcome change.
I like the concept myself, but I know people, like, I know what it is, what you do in it, right? You deliver packages is the idea, right? Not to make it sound pathetic or anything.
No.
That is the broad thing.
That is the brunt of the content, yes.
And then there's lots of cutscenes from what I've heard, which, you're going to have to be invested in the story if that's, or you're not, in which case, different results, different people.
And Death Stranding 2 came out yesterday.
Yes.
If you got the collector's editions. The official release is Thursday, 26th.
Right.
And IGN gave it a 9.
Okay.
And it seems to be getting great scores across the board at the minute, which is interesting because Death Stranding 1, of course, was pretty polarizing to a lot of people.
Well, at least now people won't be shocked with what they're getting,
Well, yes. Yeah, PS5 only, which is a shame because I would have liked to have picked that up. Yeah. I would have liked to pick that up on PC. I guess one of the only reasons why I kind of jumped back into Death Stranding is the director's cut was on PC and it's also on sale. I picked it up for 13 quid on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a good one. So when I return back to my house, maybe I'll get it for the PS5 and stream it. But I don't think I'm in a rush to stream Death Stranding 2. I'd like to finish the first one.
Right.
And then probably go to Death Stranding 2. So it's not like, I need to get those day one views,
it's just not something I care about. But not because I don't think I'd enjoy it necessarily. I need to try it out at some point. I just never did. Death Stranding, though.
Yeah, I liked the idea, I like the concept, I like the weight balance, I like the undulation of the environments.
Metal Gear. I haven't gotten around to that yet.
Well, end of August, Metal Gear 3, Snake Eater remake.
Well, I mean, I probably need to play the other ones first. Like one, right?
Have you not played any of them?
No, none. I know. I got to do better, Senator.
Senator, you got to do better. Oh, Metal Gear. I remember picking up Metal Gear back in, 1998? And I bought the collector's edition, which came with a T-shirt. It came with dog tags. That was the predominant reason I wanted it, to get the dog tags. It came with the soundtrack CD. And by the way, the soundtrack of Metal Gear Solid 1 is freaking amazing. Absolutely incredible. And because was it? Oh no, that's PS. That's Metal Gear 2. Zone of Enders had the Metal Gear 2 demo and disc in it, didn't it? And I just remember starting to play it, and holy! First of all, you'd never seen graphics like they were on the PS1. You were just like, how can the PS1 do this? This is insane. And it's just it was a phenomenal game. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. Metal Gear 2 was a little bit of a bait and switch because you played for Snake at the beginning and then you moved to Raiden. And it was just like, wait a minute. I want to play Snake and not the Raiden.
But people like Raiden now, don't they?
Yeah, they do now. Yeah. But at the time,
I played Rising Revengeance.
I never played that.
Ah, how interesting. Fun game.
I was gonna say I do hear good things about that though. It's just a bit of a fun thing. It's kind of like Stellar Blade, but with Raiden.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good analogy?
Yeah, totally, 100%, definitely that. I'm sure everyone in chat will agree.
Abso-bloody-looters. Abso-bloody-looters. I would highly recommend picking up the first game. Highly recommend picking up the first game. It's so damn good. It's so damn good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to carrying on with some Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe today, maybe after this stream. We'll see. You know, I was expecting after this stream to be making my review on Ironheart, which isn't out yet. Boo.
How sad.
So I do have an open window after this stream, so I can either stream some more Death Stranding, or I could just do a video or two for the lovely peeps out there. Let me know. In fact, I'm going to start a poll. Let's start a poll after this stream. After this stream, comma, or should I colon? What would you like? Question mark. A video or two, maybe. A Death Stranding stream. Let's start a poll. Let's see what they say.
Beautiful.
See what they say. Yeah. Death Shlurpo 2, Rising Sleem Revengeance.
Yeah, I played that. It's really good.
Have you?
I mean, obviously. I'm offended that you would imagine I wouldn't have played that.
The chat. I'm just going to say there might be some Shlurpo t-shirts coming very soon. Shlurpo, a Shlurpo story.
Shlurpo's Revenge.
I'm not even kidding. They're actually they're in the works.
I don't know anything about this.
I've spoken to Eric about it. We're getting them done to the Ripperverse.
I'm sure he understands this completely. He's like, oh yes, of course.
You don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's going on. You'll be a part of the Rippersend stuff on our own little window. But Shlurpo, a Shlurpo story t-shirts coming soon. It's like in the Star Wars font, and it's just got Shlurpo, and then it's got the thing around it, and then at the top it's got a Shlurpo story.
I'm very glad and proud.
Or it could be underneath the Shlurpo story. One or the other. We'll work out the logistics.
Of course.
We'll work out the logistics, as well as Rip and the Silverback t-shirts coming soon as well.
Hey.
Yes, Rip and the Silverback t-shirts coming soon. So a lot of layoffs happening in Western gaming.
The gaming world.
Well, it's Western gaming though. Remember how well that you're doing?
Well, I mean, you know, it's a sad reality, but it's just a matter of cracking them. You know, what does the audience want, right? You got to find it, and make it. Not to say, I
Well-
mean, maybe Bloodlines will be great. Maybe what was the last thing Chinese room made? Was it?
I think it's the deep one.
I
Ah.
guess you didn't hear much about it. Like I said, I'll try and check it out at some point, see what it's like.
Well, Claire Obscure is a big win. But I mean, that's not a AAA company. That's people who used to work at Ubisoft who
Right, yeah.
From what I can gather, very frustrated with the limitations of what they could do. So they wanted to go off and do something. And boom, they got this insanely great game with Expedition 33. Yeah.
Look at them go.
Yeah. So that's a huge success story. But oh my god, brain's a bit fried today. What's a bit cheeky? Dark Souls people from
Software?
Soft. Yeah. From Software, they gave pay rises to the staff. I think it was an average of 11% pay rises. Shift Up are over the moon with the success of Stellar Blade on the PC. 1 million copies sold in 3 days for the PC, taking total copies to over 3 million sold. So they're ecstatic about that. Wukong, of course, was a monumental success. Chinese developer there. So yeah, the Eastern gaming industry seems to be eating rich, eating well right now. And the Western gaming company, well, all we hear about is fucking retardation.
I saw the Lies of P staff were given bonus pay, paid vacation, and Switch 2s as a reward for hitting their sales milestone. I thought that was nice news.
That is nice to hear.
Yeah. Good for
Aw.
you guys, which I do intend to play more of that. I want to see what the DLC's like. I really liked Lies of P. I thought it was good.
I did install it. I did reinstall it. I nearly had a little bit of a play offline yesterday, but I didn't get the opportunity.
It's okay.
I also installed Chrono Trigger onto my PC as well.
Ah,
Because
not bad.
I've never played it.
Ooh.
Yes. And I've been told I have to play this.
Well, yeah, that's one of the top tier games of all time.
Yeah.
There's a few of those. Got to get around to all of them eventually. Poor Gary, he'll never catch up.
He's done them all anyway.
Yeah.
He's done them all. Wow, chat, you've gone off on one. We're only $16 away from hitting 330,000 on the Saints and Sinners campaign.
Oh my.
It's like $700 in sales already this stream.
Damn.
You guys are fucking amazing. They're insane. Absolutely insane. So yeah, I need to there's probably plenty I need to get around to doing as well.
Oh, there's shit tons for me. And I know I've been pissing people off with not having streamed any games, but as you and a few other people understand exactly why, I am on somewhat of a personal deadline and it is requiring constant work. But it's going to happen, damn it. Come hell or high water.
Yes. I know what you're doing. I've seen what you're doing.
It's rather chunky.
It's got a little bit of meat on its bones.
Got a bit of heft to it.
Let's just say when it releases, I'm gonna have all the snacks ready, and the phone is gonna be open with the Uber Eats, because it's gonna be a day where you don't move.
I've actually said to people I'm going to have to give pretty big warning when it gets close to definitively releasing, because Some of my fans like to watch a video all in one, and there will be health warnings for people who try to do that.
That's how big it is, ladies.
I mean, I got to keep the name up somehow, right? I already claim to be the founder of Long if I can't even find Long.
If I am to be the Long, then I must embody the Long.
Yeah.
I was born in the Long, molded by the Long. I didn't know what short was until I was a man, and by then the Long was blind. I don't.
Why do you talk that way, Bane?
Yeah. Bane, why do you talk like a gay British man? A great gay British butler.
I think he said like it's inspired by some old British wrestler or British boxing guy who had that kind of way of speaking, and he took it to Nolan, and he was like, "Hey, here's my insane idea." Nolan was like, "Great, do it." And he's like, "Wait, what? Really?"
Bane's South American.
Well, I don't know who he.
I am sick and tired of race changing characters.
It's so wacky, isn't it? You have the comic Bane, and then all these different ideas for what Bane should be in live action that have all been so like, wait, why do you just do Bane? Why does everyone feel the need to do something different?
Ask Graham Nolan what he thinks about it.
What is the best live action Bane?
There hasn't been one.
There has to be a best.
There hasn't. There hasn't been a best.
Gary, who's the best live action Bane?
Who is the best?
The best live action Bane?
Bane.
That's such a loaded question. There isn't one.
Stop saying that.
There's only been two. There's been three live action Banes.
There's Batman and Robin.
Yes, Jeep Swanson.
An incredible Bane.
Of course, there's Tom Hardy.
That is actually the most lore accurate Bane.
Yeah, I was gonna say Batman and Robin has the most lore accurate Bane. If you want to say the best of the shit, like the most consistent piece of shit. Yes.
Yes. Then there is, of course, Tom Hardy, and then there is Gotham. The final season of Gotham.
That's right. I was like, who the hell's the third one? It's like, oh yeah.
I will try to find Gotham.
Lawler's probably very happy with the answer that it's Batman and Robin, his favorite Batman movie.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That he just bought on 4K for $8.
So to be clear, I sent you the picture. I didn't confirm if I bought it. I did.
I know you bought it. I know you effing bought it. You don't have to confirm it. You don't send a picture of something, $8. Yeah, baby. And go like, yeah, he didn't buy it.
I had to for the
meeting. This is...
Oh, I haven't even seen that guy before.
That is Gotham's version of Bane.
It's Goth Bane.
Man.
Who I hated Gotham. I hated that fucking
Gotham
show.
Was such a silly show.
It. I only ever heard bad things.
It was shit. It was absolute fucking trash. And it just fucked up everything. Every time they try and do something Batman related, they just fuck up.
Oh yeah, was Ian Glenn Batman in that? He was Bruce Wayne.
Ian Glenn was Batman in Titans.
Titans.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a clip of that and being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember Titans' first trailer? Batman.
The trailer wasn't good, but yeah. I liked aspects of Titans. I thought they did some stuff really
the first
well.
Season, yeah, except for like Hooker Starfire.
Oh, yeah, they did some stuff really well, but they did other stuff really, really
The kid
bad.
playing Dick was pretty good, you know?
Yes.
He was a pretty good Dick. They were a little hard on him, but
on Dick.
They were a little hard on Dick at first.
I hate it when
Dick rose to the occasion and started slapping him around in the face.
Sounds like a great show.
So you saying that Dick sucked?
No, I'd say actually Dick slapped in this.
He slapped, man.
Okay. So Dick definitely didn't suck.
You know who else was in it? Alan Ritchson as Hawk.
Yes,
Hawk and Dove.
Hawk. Yeah. Well, he wasn't Hawk and Dove, but he was.
His attitude could probably be both, but he was Hawk. Yeah, he was. Hawk.
Yeah, they kept getting him naked.
Dove was pretty hot. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. She was in Detroit Become Human. That actress.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, God, early days. I remember when that trailer dropped. I was at Comic-Con or something talking about it. Many
For
years
Detroit
ago.
Become Human or
No,
Titans?
for Titans.
Huh.
I think went on for a while. Remember
I think 4 seasons it went
Yeah.
for.
when they did
Season
that.
2 was Deathstroke, and it was there was a lot of good stuff in season 2.
Yeah, and that was to launch the DC streaming service. And it was supposed to be like you get DC in one area, you get shows, you get digital comics. Remember that?
Oh yes.
Yes, it lasted like a year.
Yeah. If that.
Doom Patrol was on it, and then it lasted a year. I
People
remember
usually-
signing up at Comic-Con for that.
People are usually quite chill on Doom Patrol, from what I heard, like compared to other things.
First season was good, and then it gets mired by the whole 2016 fucking Hollywood of it all, in my opinion. I think but Brendan Fraser was fucking great. He's a voice actor, but he was great in it.
Yeah, I saw Summer season 1, which was pretty good.
Timothy Dalton was in it. Yeah, it was pretty
Timothy
good.
Dalton, yeah. Oh, because they changed the actor from the pilot, didn't they?
Yeah,
The pilot, different act, yeah. And then they changed it to Timothy Dalton.
And aspects of season 2 were good. But Alan Tudyk's in it too. It had a good cast,
Poor guy, he's been fucking everything. He just doesn't seem to get his own sort of show, you know?
Doom Patrol's a great comic book, by the way. That's a good comic book run. Yeah.
But yes,
Was it Vertigo? Doom Patrol?
Ish. Yes.
Ish.
Yes. It started, you know how it started. It's basically the X-Men. That's how it started out in the Silver Age. Then they died. Then they brought him back in Vertigo, and it was really good. Good run.
No,
Yeah, I
never
went
watched
to-
Krypton.
I did. I watched Krypton too. I reviewed it on my
Did you?
channel. I've got reviews. Yeah, it's great until you have like everybody's equal power on Krypton, right? So it was like one of the first egregious cases of this like little supermodel 105-pound woman just beating the snot out of a 300-pound dude. I'm like, what the fuck? And boy, we were off to the races. Did you ever see Krypton, Mahler?
No, I didn't even heard of this.
Oh yeah,
Is this a
I think
TV
it's 2
show?
seasons.
Was it on the
Yeah, 2
Sci-Fi
seasons.
Channel?
I think so. I can't even remember now. I think so.
Was it the Sci-Fi
Was
Network?
it the Sci-Fi Channel?
Make sure to whisper so they don't hear us.
Was it the Sci-Fi Channel?
I don't know, Chad. Please tell.
Was it the Sci-Fi Channel?
Because I stopped caring.
Only on Sci-Fi.
So what I was going to say is I went to my local
Yes.
trade-in
store type
It was
place.
sci-fi. Yes, it was sci-fi.
Which
Siffy.
I was just like, oh, I'll have a look at the 4Ks, and all of them were like $25.99 plus, nice and expensive, except one that was £8, and it was Batman and Robin. And I was like, oh, in 4K. I didn't even know they made this in 4K. That's so
They did
sweet.
these master editions.
Yeah.
And,
I got them all.
Of course.
Yeah, I
you did.
grabbed a
got
couple of
most of
things.
them.
I actually got Jurassic Park. It was considered the original trilogy collection, but in 4K. I was like, yeah, I'll grab them. It's all worth it for the first one, right? But just to have the nice, it's sealed as well, which I was like, fucking.
Oh, did
And
you speaking of Jurassic, did you see Robert Burnett go
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
off
Yeah.
on the new Jurassic World?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I mean, we all know it's going to be piss. I have as much of a dislike to every new Jurassic project as I do with every new Alien project. Like it's the same thing. They can never crack a good formula because they're stuck on relying on new big goofy golem monster dinosaur. That's blah blah blah. Anyway, the point I was just going to make broadly was like the 4K's collection, right? I brought them to the register, and you meet some fun people in trade-in stores who the guy I was talking to, first of all, he laughed when scanning Batman and Robin, and I said, "Yeah, I know." Like this, it probably thought they'd never fucking get rid of that, but they did. But secondly, I was saying, just try to shore up the old physical collection, and he was like, "I will never buy anything digitally." I was like, "Nothing? Like not even? Do you have Netflix, for example?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Do you buy anything from Amazon? That's digital, right?" He's like, maybe some stuff, but nothing like movies, no TV shows. I won't support it. I was like, oh damn, fair enough. I
There you go.
usually hate you for that. It's just, you do you. And you said he's been building his like physical collection for the past decade, and that he will not ever engage in buying where they can take it off you whenever they want.
Yes.
Which I was like, I get it, man.
Based.
Yeah.
As he handed me my Batman and Robin, I said, thank you, I agree.
Yes.
I gotta have it on physical.
Now they're talking about like removing another South Park episode. It's like missing in Canada or something, which I mean, like, so are some Canadian citizens. But
which, like I told you, I fixed
voluntary.
my South Park collection is almost complete now. I've been making sure I get that.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Oh no, I got a long way to go to complete any collection, but I got a nice little collection of 4Ks and Blu-rays.
Yeah,
I used to have a much bigger one at some point.
I used to have a
say that out of context.
stupid collection. Now I have just a semi-stupid collection of stuff.
Used to be a big one. Now it's just a semi. You know?
We all it's the
Happens
age.
to the best of us, buddy.
It's the age.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
bit of shrinkage and all that. Yeah.
I was in the pool.
Yes. It was cold. And all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but yeah, we've got collections of all kinds of stuff. Because you know the 4Ks and Blu-rays are great and everything, but my comics are like, yeah, you know, that's my. Little,
what's the number one of your collection out of toys, comics, Blu-rays, vinyl for me?
Most valuable or most important?
No, the most important thing, not single thing you collect. Like, what do you prioritize?
It's right for now. It would have to be my Transformers, my G1 Transformers. They're my boys.
Well, I would prioritize comics over everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But then it gets like weird because like my Lord of the Rings collection is glorious to me. Is important to me. It'd be the thing I'd get buried with.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be buried with my Batman Detective Comics page that Graham Nolan sent me.
Yeah. My kids ain't getting that. My kids ain't getting that. Fuck them. They can dig it up. They want it from Dad. No. I'll just choose the kid I like more, and I'll give it to him.
But I'll be my coffin would just be full of all my Transformers, my fans' toys Transformers. So it'd just be full of them.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, they just took the money for Dead End, which means that is the final part of Menasor. So when I get back to the I'll do a stream where I'm building Menasor.
Your Monkey D. Luffy. Okay. Oh, you didn't get one. I did. Finally shipping.
Is it?
Yeah.
I might get one. They're still available. It's not. They haven't been sold out. So, and also Zorro. Yeah. They're both late, and they're finally coming. They're waiting for the tariff thing to get worked out. You know what they were. Oh.
You know they were.
That materialism? No. Glorious materialism.
It's glorious materialism, capitalism, free market.
Glorious
I work.
Materialism.
I buy shit. You guys work. You buy shit. That's how it works. We're all happy little campers until the commie bastards want to come and take it all from us. It's not the people's action figure. It's my action figure, motherfucker.
Yes. It is mine. It is mine and mine alone. I was Gary. I've asked this. Oh!
Oh wow!
What's happening?
Don't clip that.
Oh my god!
Breaking.
Have you talked about Ironheart yet?
Kind of.
Okay.
What?
She got a boner?
Are you ready? He's flicking a bean.
What is this?
You ready?
Oh, I'm not ready for this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Guess why I'm calling? It's June 24th, which is
It's Dad's birthday. Happy birthday.
my dad's birthday. Thanks for your considerate. Also, God, you've been doing too much press. Ironheart premieres today. It's all been leading to this. Isn't that
Harry,
Oh my God! Thank
Chan.
you. Thank you for the call.
I hope you're watching.
17 years from the birth of the MCU
Oh
to
my
the premiere
God.
of Ironheart, and we're in this love together.
How it started,
Man.
how it's going.
I'm so fond of you, it's bananas.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I'll be watching it with the world, and we'll
No,
keep
you won't.
Yeah, you are.
Shut
Yes,
the
you
fuck
are.
up.
This isn't
Man.
even a phone call. It's not even a phone call.
So cringy.
Oh my God. It is literally how it's how it started, how it's
How it's
going.
going.
We need the
Look,
little do do
look,
do
look,
do
look.
do
You see?
do
Look.
do pop pop pop. Memology.
Hold on.
Isn't that exciting?
Right. Do you see it? Do you see it?
What is that?
It's somebody, because they're all recording this.
But they look like they've just spawned in a video game. Like
They did. And Mrs. Robert Downey Jr. is going, who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
talking to?
Who's this
I'm just
bitch?
kidding. I love RDJ. Sobriety legend right there.
And then didn't he just pan round and there was a fucking camera set up?
I mean, is anyone wondering? Like this feels like it's come out of nowhere. It's like, since when have they ever talked anything about like, oh, it's all come to this? Or it's like, coincidentally, Robert Downey Jr. is signed for doing one of the biggest paid jobs in history of movies that happens to be the MCU. I'm sure
Yes.
buried in that fucking contract was, you must promote Ironheart. And he was
Whoa,
like,
I could see him doing it. I totally could see him doing it if asked, because like it's like, this is a pity call. That's what it is. This is like pity promotion. It's really fucking sad. They know it's the shittiest thing they've ever made because they said so. They fucking said so. And they'll look at the release schedule. I mean, they're getting this thing over with as far as they can. They kicked it down, kick the can down the road as far as they possibly could. Have it right up against Fantastic Four. And then now they have a massive delay between Fantastic Four and Doomsday. And Fantastic Four is supposed to, like, this connects to nothing, by the way. This connects to absolutely nothing.
No, it's done 2.5
It'll be
years ago.
forgotten within hours of the Tuesday. The last 3 episodes premiere on July 1st. And then Fantastic Four, we don't know what the tracking is on that. We don't know what the inside scoop is on that. It's certainly, the plot leaked. Like, it's been leaked, but the plot leaked. I don't know if anybody saw it, and we talked about it, and it looks fucking horrendous.
Yeah,
that's a horrendous plot. Okay.
Yep.
Horrendous. And yeah, they really need to remind you, hey, Robert Downey Jr. is back. But can I just point out, it's going to be Robert Downey Jr. like killing a lot of people you liked from past Fox MCU.
Oh, whatever. Even if
do we care?
None of it matters. Like, and I would stand by, like, what I'm trying to say is there's just no reference or history or anything. Like if fucking Chris Evans were in a movie called Blurb, and I could totally imagine that Robert Downey Jr. could make a video fucking promoting it, being just like, yeah, we've known each other now for nearly 17 years because of the MCU. So that would come across to me a lot more genuine, even though there's absolutely no legal reason for him to do it. Meanwhile, this, I'm just like, what is this? It's like, they obviously would have asked him to do this. Like, there's just no other way.
This would have never have been done if he wasn't back as Doom.
But I almost want to, like, explain to him, it's like, this is not helpful. It looks so fucking fake.
They don't, but that's their industry. Their industry is fake and phony.
But they're supposed to try to avoid that eventually.
I could not agree.
Right?
Smaller, I could not agree more.
All the shows that will play this, all the fucking morning shows and the View type shows and stuff like that, and all the audience will be like, no!
You're 100% like, if they were smart, Mahler, which they're not, they would not release this. And they would definitely not put Robert Downey Jr. in the promotion. This is it's Mary suicide. That's what it is. And I would, but put yourself in Robert Downey Jr.'s shoes. He checked his bank account this morning and there's like 80 million in it for Marvel. And they're like, could you do us a bro move? He's like, okay, I'm an actor. I can pull this off. He barely, he didn't pull it off the first time. This time I'd say a little better, still cringe.
I always hate as well. Like, stop with the pretense that, oh, look at this genuine call we have on our phones while she was just waking up and he's like in the bathroom. It's so candid. It's like, no, it's not. This is the
It's
shit.
not.
Remember they tried this with Brie Larson's YouTube channel? Oh,
Yes.
Oh, is everything right? Oh, gee. Oh, I don't know if I've gotten it. It's like, this is you're
We've
on
got
like
a
a film
camera.
set.
You've got a
loser.
camera set up like a camera that's
Yeah.
recording you holding your phone.
Nobody believes your bullshit.
What?
Stop.
What is like other retards that think this is what she's fucking looking at? You know? I
There's
don't
a
know.
few people out there who are going to think this is totally genuine, guys.
You know who?
Sure.
You know who is like the one person who can actually get away with me believing it's all candid is Ricky Gervais when he's in his fucking bathtub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, that's probably that. There's no reason to think otherwise.
I'm a celebrity and therefore what I got.
I'm a celebrity. And if you don't agree with me, you'll make me sad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sure, let's watch
But
it.
no,
again.
this is
Look
the
at
Joe
her
Rogan
fucking
thing.
nails on her.
I know this is the fucking Joe Rogan thing when we've had a
my
few
God.
lackluster.
Lady Deathstalk or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's like what the
Deathstroke, Death. It is Deathstalker, Death.
This
Strike? Deathstrike?
Striker.
That's it.
I was gonna let you suffer for a little bit.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Why are you making us watch it again?
Deathstroker, Lady Deathstroker. I just hit me.
She's-
her mutant power is to give hand jobs that are
kill
so
you?
good they kill you
Oh my god.
or bad.
She's leaning this side, and then when it goes to the camera, she's on the other side.
Well, it was a
Well, this is
it was a
edited for shit.
2-camera. It was an authentic 2-camera shoot call. Come on.
That's what I mean. You guys ever see those videos, right? Where it'll be like, there's this one where a woman comes home and there's a guy who's placed loads of Amazon packages, but he's inside them. Right? Follow along with me for a
The
second.
woman
okay?
or the packages?
We're with you. We're with you.
Right? As you paying attention?
Yes.
Because I need
I'm
you
paying
to
attention.
focus. Okay.
Okay, great. Start again. Then.
She
Start
comes
again,
in
then. Start
the
again.
door, loads of Amazon packages, but they're hollowed out and stuck together so that on the front they look like a bunch of packages.
Yes.
On the back, just a man hiding inside them, and he's going to
Yes.
propose. That's the idea,
Yes.
right? So she'll realize, oh my god, these aren't real, and then he'll be like, haha, I'm here. And I still sort of making fun of it, being like, okay, who's filming this?
Yes.
Like, and then it just shows like a guy with a bunch of Amazon packages, like an Iron Man suit, trying to blend in with the background with the camera. Like, there's loads of jokes like that where it's just like this is so fucking made up because obviously who the fuck is recording this and how do the people not know?
Well, every reality show where there's like somebody randomly comes by, well, who's filming inside the door when the person opens it and goes,
Yeah,
"Oh my
yes.
god, what
Oh my
a surprise!"
We're going to knock onto Jane's door to see if she's in. And then the camera pans
The
into her
ca-
house. And Jane like, oh my God, it's Gordon Ramsay. Fuck. Like, shit, you're in the cameras, you're in the fucking house.
You know, you guys have reminded me of a certain comic, but I don't know if you've seen it before. It's one that is half disturbing and half fucking absolutely hilarious. Hang on. Because it's to do with someone coming home and not realizing people are there. But I got to see a reaction to it.
Okay.
Hang on.
We'll go back to retard Williams.
Well, that's what a Riri is.
Yes. It's fucking retard.
Bendis like, oh, she's inspired by my adopted daughter. Like, Bendis, you son of a bitch.
Daughter's retarded?
No.
Holy shit, I'm sorry for your loss, dude. Yeah, there's now faker than reality TV, folks. Are you winning, son? I'll tell you what, while you're doing that, let's just quickly. Slack Attack with a 5 says, been consuming a ton of Conan media. Can anyone tell me if the current comics are
Yeah. The Titan run is pretty good. What I've read. I'm not like all the way through it yet, but yes, I would say thumbs up on those. The new comics that I'm reading, Miller World, anything from Mark Miller, the Transformer ones are fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. They're so fucking good.
Don't read it until you got it up on screen, all right? I want you both to experience it this time. So I'm
Okay.
curious what your reaction will be.
Okay. Oh, you put in private chat. Okay,
Yeah,
right. I'm just gonna.
Someone in chat will have seen this before.
Right, I'm not looking. I'm just gonna present. It's just an image. Yeah.
Yeah. Four
Okay.
panels.
Okay, so this is what a rotten day. No one remembered it was my birthday. But you didn't forget my birthday, Wesley. I think I know where this is going. Did you, Mr. Socko? Of course I didn't, pal. You're a liar. Just what I'm saying.
What gets me about this is the fucking faces on those people.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my
What the
god!
hell is the movie? I can't remember it now. What's the movie or TV show where the guy's like, I've killed civilizations in my sock? I've
Oh, yes. Oh.
What's the movie, chat? Oh, dude.
Sounds like something Danny McBride would say.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was fucking hell. My stomach's hurting already.
Oh, that was good, Mahler.
Now
Well done.
I love that comic. It's hilarious.
let's kill the boner again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Guess why I'm calling?
I'm
It's June 24th, which is
Juneteenth. No.
6 days left in Pride Month, and if they could have just kept the the Timu Civil War and Timu World War III going a couple of more days, we could have just completely. I mean, there's still enough days for Pride Month to rally. I was like, could you just keep it going for a couple more days? You know, just yelling at each other. That's all. Not killing people.
I don't think Pride Month rallied at all this year, mate. It was
No, hey,
dead.
we have a couple of great examples on how to get rid of it.
Yeah, all we had to do is start World War III, and then the Pride people would be like, "Why is it got to be about somebody else for a change?"
Yeah, well, now the gays are completely accepted, and they can join the rest of humanity in being completely ignored.
Yes.
So there you are.
Yes.
You have achieved acceptance. Cheers.
oh god, you've been doing too much press. Ironheart premieres today.
Look, see,
Whoa.
it's just got its camera set up right here.
Yeah.
You know, there's a person
why
I can ask if this was actually set up. I don't know if
it would have to be like, and at that point, just actually set it up. Just have him be like, it's only 50 seconds too. It's not like anything substantive gets said.
Yeah.
Why should we give a shit, Robert? Why do you give a shit? Tell me.
Money.
Well, because I'm so excited. It's like, no, give me a real reason.
It's all been leading to this.
Perry?
Exciting.
Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for the call.
17 years from the birth of the
I am editing myself into this call.
And you know what? I could be way off with this, but I would want to ask her, like, what do you like about Iron Man? And then she, see if she actually knows anything about the film.
And then hit him up afterwards going, what was your favorite, moment in Ironheart?
Yeah. What's your favorite part, Robert?
See, he can say he hasn't seen it and he's excited to see it, right? But like I'd just be like, oh, why do you care so much about Tony Stark? What do you think of him in the MCU? What's just any basic nerd question? I'd just be curious how she'd answered it.
She's had nearly 3 years to think about it.
Well, she's gonna have some training about it probably too.
Hey, the girl from Miss Marvel could answer those questions. She could.
Yeah.
And she actually read the
Oh,
comics.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Iman Vellani, right? She's like the only one that actually gives a shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
of Ironheart, and we're in this love together.
Man.
So psyched.
Man.
I've grown so fond of you, it's
I
bananas.
love the way he keeps putting the camera in the fucking picture.
Do you think they were like, Robert, stop moving the no, Robert.
What? Dude!
getting into the fucking...
I didn't see
What
that.
do you mean? Everyone has a setup camera in the bathroom, whatever this is.
Was he just shooting? Was he just making a personal video and decided to call
In his
Riri Williams with
bathroom?
this?
You know, what are you doing
What the
there,
hell?
Robert?
I did not see that.
I just stopped filming me railing my wife to give you this call.
They probably had it just in case they wanted to cut to it, but somebody at some point must have thought maybe we shouldn't, because then it becomes very obviously non-candid.
I swear to God, Robert Downey Jr. is fucking trolling the shit out of these people.
Dude.
He did it with the first one where he's literally reading it like this.
They called him, Robert, I want you to make this, you're a highly trained actor. You've Academy Award winning actor. I want you to make this as authentic as possible. And he's like, sure.
Yeah.
I really like Ironheart. I am looking forward to the character.
Man.
So fond of you, it's bananas.
He's totally look at his face. He's like, did you see the camera? Did you see the camera? I bet you did see the camera, didn't you?
I didn't see it at first. Holy shit. I'm glad we watched it again. That is hilarious.
That's what I was referring to back at the other shot. He would have said the camera, not his camera, the one behind.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I'll be watching it with the world.
No, you won't.
And we'll keep each other posted, yeah?
Oh my God, okay. Yes, we will.
Oh, this feels like a sequence in a parody film
Yes.
that he might have starred in if it were 10 plus years ago.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's go.
Like the joke would be that it ends there, and then we cut to like a wide shot of him actually in his room being like, "Is that it?
is that it?
Come on. Yeah."
Yeah.
If you
We
believe
need to
it-
record
Amy.
3 more, Robert. He's like, 3? Fuck no.
What?
Just leave the room.
Yeah, can we have another take, Robert? Fuck off!
It's like,
Close the camera.
do you guys remember when Krusty eats the like one of the? He like chews into it. Goes They go and cut. He goes blah.
Yep.
I think some of the juice is still in my. The crusty burger.
You know what? He is happy as hell because when this comes out, it just makes his next contract even bigger. You will never be able to replace Robert Downey Jr. now.
Ooh, Alan Eng has just tweeted, my prediction is that F1 will do better than F4.
I don't know. When you say do better, do you mean make more money?
I imagine
Probably do
that's
better
what
at the
it
box office. I don't know, be more profitable. It depends because F1 costs a hell of a lot of money, but
300 million.
everybody's
Wait, really?
loving it. Yeah.
300 million budget.
Yeah,
for-
but they said essentially though it's just an advert for Formula One, so it'd just be classed really as an advert. They're not really looking to make money.
Like a loss leader, they don't care.
Yeah, they're looking to break the US market with Formula One because it's not taken off there. Never has. So that's what they're trying to do with that.
Yeah, we like our cars turning left all the time.
Yeah.
But Bubba Wallace hasn't helped NASCAR at all, so fuck NASCAR now. F1's cool. F1's fucking cool.
What is the Fantastic Four budget?
Probably 200 million.
I think 250
Before reshoots. 250, yeah.
2025. Do you know that the Josh Trank one? Oh, it says estimated between 200 to 250 million. So what? 650 to 700 to
For a break even.
Yeah. And it's actually probably 700 to 750 because there has been a lot of marketing with this film.
Did you guys see the because Fringy Sammy is another marketing thing with Superman where it's like they're all making drinks. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Oh, they're really awkward. You can send it. Yeah, we'll show it.
Well, I don't have it on me. I was just gonna say that I loved David Carr's swear. See here, Rachel Brosnan, I think is her name.
Brosnan.
And it's just like, sure, yeah. I was about to start talking about whether or not I think it's a remotely good idea to do like a we're making drinks sort of store. But then the camera pad left and fucking James Gunn was there too. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's the really awkward one that I've seen. So Neon just posted this from Clownfish.
Hail Neon, Clownfish
great
TV.
channel.
Great dude,
all
great
the
channel.
Superman stuff's on clearance and the film's not out.
Yeah.
What the
Man.
fuck?
Well, I mean,
that doesn't even make sense, does it? Like,
look at this. For one,
Look at
the
that.
quality of toys is shit now.
Yes.
It is shit.
I
Actually-
hate these fucking dildo fucking
I don't know if you
things.
guys got it, but for How to Train Your Dragon remake, there was like a toy they were releasing that had a big ad in front of the film. And I remember thinking to myself, I watched it, I was like, man, I feel like Furbies were better when I was a kid than some of the electronics they've got now. How does that happen? You'd think technology would have jumped so far that there would be like a baseline skill level with toys.
Look at this though, $4 for a Superman figure. $4.
God, I forgot
Superman
that
and the stupid.
So the
twat.
ones on top, there's a name for them, and it's been so I've slept since
I
then.
hate them.
I forgot what they're the ones that they're basically they're hollow.
Yes,
They're not solid. There's a
Yes.
term for them, and they're the cheapest pieces of shit, and they've always sold poorly.
Yeah, they look
But-
tacky as fuck. They always have.
But action figures now, there's a great store up in Wisconsin, in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, called
Sheboygan.
Freak Toys. As you would lose your mind in this place. It's all vintage. It's all vintage Transformers, He-Man, G.I. Joe, freaking Mego, Star Trek, dude, the wall of Marvel Legends, like the OG Marvel Legends, OG DC Direct, and you see like how far it's come down. Like McFarlane's the only one who like is doing anything good right now.
Oh, they're doing good. McFarlane do good stuff. I like McFarlane stuff. I just bought another.
Do I have
3-back.
is Lady Greymaster out there, or X-Ray Girl's probably on a plane? Lady Greymaster, if you're out there, could you find that video? Otherwise, I can find it with the drinking.
Oh, I'll go have it. What the fuck?
Pop it in Discord. Yeah, Nika, Mezco, you got to pay like an arm and a leg, but they're like 112 figures are fucking brilliant, dude. They're so good, and they're comic accurate ones. Their Conan one, dude. Holy shit, is so. And the Shadow, oh my god, Solomon Kane. They have Solomon Kane, Shadow, and Conan. Those are like three of the goats right there. And then the Fantastic Four set in the tin is amazing.
I'm gonna try and find this. This really awkward. And then they did. Do you see the one where it's David Cornsweat and Rachel Brosnahan,
who's
and they're just
a
paying
smoke
each other
show. Let's just be
compliments.
real, okay?
And they're just paying each
She's a
other
smoke show.
compliments.
She's hot as fuck.
Correct.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fine, but it was
Like scientifically correct. That doesn't.
Yes.
it was just another cringy piece of marketing.
The marketing has not been good.
I don't think so. I wish James Gunn would just fuck off.
Between this marketing and Fantastic Four, like Pop Tarts and shit, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
$80 popcorn bucket
That I'm gonna get.
$80.
It's fucking comic accurate Galactus.
Oh,
I'm helping a movie theater.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, because it's the theater that's going to.
But
really
that is too much money. That is a ridiculous. And then the resale value on that's going to be minimum $200 on eBay.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to need a link for this soup. I can't seem to find this.
I mean, just go to Disparu. Disparu, like, is terminally on Twitter, so he will have said something about it. Here, I'll find it. You just gotta. We love you, Disparu, by the way. I appreciate that you're terminally on Twitter, so I don't have to be.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate Twitter now.
It's not good.
Not that I've really.
Well, you can curate. There it is. See, I found it instantly. Fucking bless you, Disparu. Bless you. Yeah, I've curated mine to where I just see like fucking dog videos and like, hey, what about this scene in cinema? And I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. Let me put it in the private.
You know what trend I find kind of annoying, but maybe I shouldn't, is where they'll post a clip from a movie that's maybe 10 plus years old, and they'll just have the caption of like, what movie is this?
I know.
When they're the ones that would have cut the fucking clip from a movie and then put it in just to make everyone go like, oh, what movie is it?
It's this.
And it'll usually just be a really good scene, or even a really good scene from a really bad movie. It'll just be something that out of context is like, whoa, yeah, what is that? But when you've seen it, you're just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Little twat.
Okay.
I follow one that retweets itself all the time for engagement, and and the scenes are so good though. I fucking look every time because I like them.
It's hard not to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Is he ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
The wrong glass. Yeah.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
Why are you here?
He just can't help himself.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
He's got to be in fucking everything. James, just fuck off. Just please.
Shouldn't you be like overseeing the last? I mean, like, is it cut and print? Is it like completely done?
I guess so.
Nah.
No,
it's still editing.
There is something that got like even
No,
if it is
be
done,
fucking with that till the day after it's out.
Yes. Why? Why does he have to be so involved in this? I know he's directed it, but why is he in everything? I don't know shit about David Cornswear. Nothing.
No, he seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
He seems like a really good guy, and I don't think he'll be a bad Superman. I'm not going to say he's going to be the greatest, but I don't think he'll be a bad Superman. We'll see, like how James Gunn does. Oh, my background's crooked. I gotta move my camera.
I think James Gunn's desperate to propel himself into being like, you know, top of the line, highest recognized director ever. This is all going to be in aid of that, probably.
Kevin Feige doesn't insert himself like this.
Well, he took some time to do it. Now it's a Kevin Feige production.
That's nowhere near this, though.
It's not.
No. You're right.
We don't have article after article of him being interviewed.
Kevin was smarter about. He lets other people give him all the credit that he shouldn't take, and like he just lets it happen. Yeah,
which
and
is
he's really good at
that. Is a better way.
He's really good at deflecting that criticism. Man, it is just. He's Teflon. Not for
the marketing for this has been horrendous. It really has.
Well, this is the month of the great superhero reckoning, guys.
The dead.
This is
reckoning.
it.
The
final reckoning.
The dead final reckoning. Part 1. Mission
Part
Impossible
1.
Number 8 of 17. They're coming back for another.
I mean, what was the final box office for Final Reckoning?
It's still going. It's still
going. It hit 500 million worldwide.
Oh, well.
It's losing money.
It's losing money hand over fist.
It's
540 million. But yeah, it ain't getting much more.
Yeah, it's the international that's doing much better than the.
I was in my Square Up chat, and they weren't wrong. Okay. As you liked it,
yes,
Final Reckoning.
Okay.
Waller and I did not like it.
It was okay,
but I'll say, it's okay. I'll just say it that like if people think it's okay, that's fine. But I couldn't argue against that. It's one of the best movies of the year, and I'm like, well, of what I've watched, it's been so bad this year.
It's been pretty bad.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. It's been pretty
bad.
Well,
let's ask this, you guys. Did you prefer 28 Years Later?
No, I easily preferred Mission Impossible to
a little bit more. Yeah,
I preferred 28 Years Later, and I'm not even a fan of it.
Yeah, I prefer 28 Years Later, but not by a whole lot.
Yeah, fuck off! God damn it! You get so excited when you see that, and then you realize it's £1.80.
Oh my god! Thank you. That's what you know what you say. Thank you.
No. Sam Zoltan and I have got a thing. We got a thing going.
Sam Zoltan. I'll say it for him, the ungrateful bastard.
You've insulted Sam Zoltan now. You've insulted him by saying
Have I?
That. Yes.
Well,
he loves to do that so we can have a laugh about it.
He's Brazilian, so I mean he can handle an insult.
Argentinian! Why do you fucking insult him so much?
He's Dan Vaskian.
That rancid Lilo and Stitch remakes at 911 million is still going.
Wow.
The latest Friday, it made 3 million, so it's really not dead yet.
It's not, and it I don't think it's going to make $1 billion though.
It'll come close, but
really
close.
I
doubt it as well.
But how's How to Train Your Dragon doing?
It's doing good. It's doing okay.
Yeah, I figured that would do good too.
But it's doing
359 million, which is pretty good considering it's it's not slowed down just yet, like completely.
No, and they have added.
But that's also one of the better movies of the year. You know,
I thought it's okay. I enjoyed it. I liked it.
in a complete sloppy shit year. You guys haven't seen what I think is the best movie of the year. It hasn't even better.
Warriors.
Better. I haven't seen that one yet. When I see that one, I might change my mind. But
wait, what's this mystical movie? Tell me.
Better Man.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I have seen a few clips and a lot of people saying that it's better than its reputation.
Yeah, the marketing, the reputation, the concept is fucking wacky. But if you go in, like, who gives a shit about Robbie Williams? I knew nothing about him other than one song. But if you just take away the bio aspect of it, it's a good story. It's a good, unique story of overcoming addiction and stuff. It's pretty good.
What about Warfare? Have you seen that yet?
I haven't. Warfare. That's the one. That's the one I haven't seen yet. And I might change my mind.
Kids. Oh no, that's
Weapons.
That's
Weapons. That looks good, dude.
I want to check that out too. Yeah. Warfare is still my number one, but there's a couple of potential challenges. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll try and check out Better Man if you truly think it's that good.
I do.
What's your favorite film of the year so far?
Like I said, Warfare right now.
Warfare.
That I saw in theaters.
Yeah.
Better Man.
Okay.
What about you, Az?
I think it's How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh my god! You know, there is a background radiation of like we shouldn't even remotely support a film like that because it adds to a very, very bad aspect of the industry. I mean, you've seen the original.
No, I hadn't seen.
You
the
have
original.
seen the original.
Now I have.
It is categorically worse in almost every aspect.
It is.
I think the original is. I think the cartoon is better than the film for sure. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you're listening to FNT. I was giving it a hard time. I thought it was a useless movie that did not.
I'll concede. It is one of the best, if not the best, live action remake. I haven't fucking seen Cinderella. Okay, before anyone starts, but the
and won't.
The aspect of having taken the original story, make it all worse in the same medium, by the way, film. It's just a different approach to the same medium, which overshadows and crushes down an original artwork. And by the way, Chris Sanders was like not a part of it, even though he's, I think, one of the most important elements of what makes How to Train Your Dragon strong. Because I think the first is way stronger than the second and third as a story. And then, of course, to have his films, Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon, both get their live action remakes and get fucking rammed up the ass so hard in the same year, I feel it's just all really, really sad. I don't like it at all as a practice.
It creates a much bigger problem. These things are fine to exist in a healthy movie industry, right? I won't like them. They're creatively bankrupt. And this is what I talked about in a video at the end of last year is like, okay, say fucking, it's going to take a couple of years, but say Hollywood just mostly gets rid of the woke bullshit. What we're still dealing with is unnecessary prequels, sequels, and fucking live action remakes. And then there'll be reverse remakes and there'll be remakes of the remakes. And that is not healthy at all. That is the equivalent of rolling out the Rolling fucking Stones in their 90s, the two living members, to keep your music industry going. It's just, it doesn't innovate anything. It's not creative. It's not pushing it forward. It's fine to exist. You want something to take your little kiddies to. The kids that went with me up Mahler fucking loved it. But they're still going to love the original more. They are. And Astrid was fucking terrible in it. She was absolutely terrible.
I feel like both films got the exact same treatment where they fucking pissed on like a lot of what was important. Because in the original, right, when he leads all of the dragon riders into the battle and saves his father as well as all the other Vikings, it's supposed to be like a holy shit, my son, who I thought was a failure backstabber Viking, is actually redefining what it means to be a Viking. He gives out all the commands, right? And in the new version, they make her do it.
Yep.
Which there's no fucking reason at all that she should be saying any of that. He says, like, you have to lead us because you're the strongest. No, you have to lead them because you know how to fly dragons, bitch. Not anything to do with being a strong fighter. I hated that. And especially
she wanted to be chief.
Dad looks up at them, sees all of this. But in the new version, he's going to look up and see, well, he's riding the dragon, but she's really the impressive one.
She's the impressive one.
And I hate that
More
shit.
girl boss shit.
Meanwhile,
and she was kind of a girl boss in the original. We all fucking know. But what Mahler just said is they flipped it because she was,
she has
woman.
to. She's supposed to be the whole like doing things the way that the Vikings had set out was the correct way to do things, and she has to learn just like the rest of them that Hiccup has a new format, a new way, and it leads to better outcomes. What bothers me, I think, is that this movie, as well as Lilo and Stitch, they'll both make way more money than an original released animated film. Especially, by the way, Chris Sanders did make one semi-recently, The Wild Robot, which was almost my film of the year for 2024. It was excellent. It made 333 million, which is good, but like it's not going to make as much as Lilo and Stitch making triple, or How to Train Your Dragon will probably make double that. And I just think that's fucking sad. And by the way, Snow White's and other films like that, they all get bolstered by the success of stuff like Lilo and Stitch.
Yep, we're gonna
How to
get
Train Your Dragon.
100 more of them. 100%.
Well, and just prepare your fucking tears when they get to Pixar and they start live action remaking them.
Oh yeah. Well, I think Frozen is the next live action remake after they're gonna. They're gonna do Tangled, then they're gonna do Frozen for sure.
And that's the thing.
Then it'd be Inside Out. It'd be Inside Out.
If you have no soul and just want to make money, this is a good choice.
So they can't. Well, I can't wait until they start doing live action remakes, Mahler, while they're still doing the 5th and 6th sequel to the animated one, so that we can get like a live action Toy Story remake with Toy Story 5 and 6 coming out back to back.
I can't wait to do the animated remake of the live action remake of the animation.
That's going to happen.
It will happen.
It's going to happen, dude.
But the problem is that it's a good prospect. If they were to make Incredibles in live action, it will make a shit ton of money.
Oh, don't.
And it's sad.
Yeah.
No.
As we talked about, was it last week? That's like the best Fantastic Four movie. And
Yes,
it is.
It's going to get fucking ripped to shreds with a new version. That's going to be sad.
Hey, Juma.
You just manifested it, Mahler.
Of course, what manifested more is supporting How to Train Your Dragon, telling people to go see it. As far as I'm concerned,
just going a little bit political for a second.
Dude, this is glorious. When a president, this is fucking great. This is fucking great. As soon as I heard it, I text Jeremy and I'm like,
"This is a pretty good summation.
Shit, I need more of this."
This is a pretty good summation of what is going on in the Middle East right now.
It's fucking great.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
I haven't heard this before. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Isn't there a Doctor Who episode that has this happening? The two sides that are trying to kill each other. They don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. The Doctor, with the people.
There's a great scene with Peter Capaldi. Invasion and inversion of the Zygon.
I thought you were talking about the Fabricator one.
I haven't seen the Capaldi era, so I'm talking about. Isn't it the one where he has his daughter or whatever that he dates in real life?
Yes.
Because it's number 10. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's like a war that neither side know why they're doing it anymore.
Yeah, because they're getting.
The Doctor's daughter. So yes. The 10th Doctor, where he's That's Peter Davidson's. That's the 5th Doctor's daughter.
Yeah, Peter Davidson's daughter, who's now married with 5 kids and a trans kid too.
And a trans too. Yep.
Speaking of trans,
dude, we need more world leaders dropping F-bombs, and I fucking love it. That's what
they've been fighting for so long. They don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore.
They don't.
It's pretty. Have you seen this featurette?
No. What is this?
I think that's a girl.
This is.
That's not what you were asking. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm
not sure.
The Ironheart featurette, Morley.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I'm so excited.
Oh, you will be.
You will.
The dream is to be able to do this stuff, knock some big guys out and like walk away and be like.
I love that we have Zoe Charakis and Shea Coulee in powerful positions.
Oh God, this is going to be Marvel's Acolyte.
What's happening?
And punched him.
And I punched him.
There's 2 trans people talking about how they fake punched a person in a fake program.
Okay.
This one's cut her tits off, and this one has had so much fucking facial surgery. I don't know what they're meant to be anymore.
I think Drink is forcing me to watch this. He did.
It's really mind blowing.
I was going to ask you to be on
to my
FNT.
first scripted series and have it be in the
You know what?
MCU
I was
after
gonna ask you
starting
to be
on a
on
Marvel
FNT.
show. Like, where do I go?
Which
from
one?
Here?
This one.
Oh, this week I won't be able to. I got
Okay.
family coming over.
Oh,
But next week I can. There'll be
Well, you better
even
tell them
more
to
episodes
go
of
away.
Ironheart.
There'll be more. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, next week's good.
didn't Chris Gore say that like 30 minutes, including credits?
Yeah, we'll find out tonight. We'll find
so
out
it's gonna
tonight.
Be like 22 minutes an
God, I
episode.
hope so. But Dante, Verbal Riot, Dante's awesome, by the way. We love
Yes,
Dante.
he is.
Said this is the acolyte, Marvel's acolyte. Want to give him credit for that.
Wow.
Okay, Superman's marketing's better than this. I'm just gonna say it.
And the bar was low.
And it was really fucking low. But Rachel Brosnahan being an actual woman with actual tits,
Yes, that
makes it
helps.
better. I'm a simple man, guys.
I'm a simple man. I see tits. I'm happy.
Zan Zoltan has super chatted more Brazilian pesos.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell him to fuck off later.
Okay. As long as you have an understanding.
Yeah.
Don't let, hey, I don't get involved in domestics, bro. So
Right.
you do you.
No. Okay. So the story with Zan Zoltan, right, is the very first time I was doing a stream and Zan Zoltan like super chatted 1,000 arises, Argentinian pesos. And this is going back, God, years ago now, Zan Zoltan, isn't it? This is going back like 5, 6, 7 years ago, fucking something like that. And I see this big red pop up on the screen. When you see red, you're kind of like, oh, there's a big super that's coming. And it's like 1,000. I was like, God, Zan Zoltan has super chatted 1,000 asses, whatever it is.
1,000 asses.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, 2019. And I'm just like, holy shit, dude, thank you so much. And I was like really blown away, very, very grateful and all that. And then he went, so, dude, it's 88 pence.
Yeah, it won't even get you a bushel of bananas.
After like 10 minutes of fucking kissing this guy's ass for being so generous with this red. It's fucking, how much is that? How much is that? They're like, how many? 1, 2, 300? No, dude, that's 88 pence. You see, shit like that keeps you humble, and it's great.
Keeps you humble.
Keeps you humble.
Always be humble.
Yeah.
Or the internet will make you humble. I mean, there's
yeah,
really
they will
no
humble
choice
you.
in the matter at all.
Be humble or be humbled.
Be humbled. We are all retarded.
Yeah. So we've had our little joke since then that every time he does it. Yeah.
May we have a little look see at what you sent me, Gary, about what?
Oh yeah,
Serial
before I go,
Killer-
yes, I will. Yeah. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm back. I made it back at 2 a.m.
Wow.
We drove the whole way. It was a beautiful drive. When it's not raining like hell, driving through Ohio and Indiana, West Virginia, is fucking gorgeous right now, dude. It's springtime. Everything's green. Looks great. Yeah. So, did you put it in the private chat?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Buffy news.
which will gradually trickle out more and more as time goes on.
Yeah.
I saw this and I was like, ooh. Oof.
Yeah.
Bro.
So Sarah Michelle Gellar's goal is to, quote, bring back everyone who has died on Buffy for the reboot. Michelle Trachtenberg is just like,
I was gonna say, is that in real life or in the show? Did they make a distinction?
Well,
R.I.P. Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yeah,
poor girl.
But obviously, this is just like, okay, so if you run through it, it's like Anya, I figure
Yep.
Emma Caulfield would want it, and a lot of the fans would want that. To be honest, nobody liked her death.
I wasn't crazy about it.
It's not great. It's
Yeah.
there's not much. As far as I'm aware, it happened because she said she wasn't going to be coming back if there was a season 8, so that Joss may as well take advantage of that.
Yeah, and I think they had little fights too, because at the time she was Republican. I don't know if she is anymore, but at the time she was Republican.
Well, that is one that I think fans would be like, "Oh, cool, give her a better ending," even though it's still kind of like. Cordelia is another obvious one, even though it's not Buffy technically, but you know what I mean. It's like, but I actually think her end in Angel season 5 is pretty excellent. To undo it is going to cause a whole bunch of additional problems, but if you can tell, I'm already ranking up in terms of.
Oh, I know where you're going next. There's a couple more good ones.
That is one that I would expect, though, because of everything that happened. You'd think it's like an honorary thing. They probably had phone calls already about how it's like, you should absolutely get a better ending to your story than what Joss did to you, that sort of thing. So yeah, expected. And then when you say everyone who has died, right, the main 4 did survive the whole show. If we're not considering anything comic related, of
We're not.
Buffy, but it's like, well, so if we
Brendan's not going to be there.
Who?
Nicholas Brendan.
No, of course he's not. He's just not gonna be
Brendan
in the show at all.
Nicholas. Whichever way round it goes.
Xander wouldn't be back, just in general. Giles would obviously come back, but plenty of characters can come back because they're just alive and well, canon-wise, which is still annoying, but whatever. Moving over to Angel, though, Fred.
Winifred Burkle.
That would be a catastrophe to bring it back, just like it was as an idea in the comics that followed.
Yep.
Especially maintaining Illyria and Fred. That's just horrendous.
Oh,
idea.
yeah, Darla. Fuck.
I can't see him doing that, but maybe. She had a permanent. She died in Buffy, but she also died in Angel, because that's how it works in this show with the resurrections. So that is like, who else? And it's like, well, there's one person that I absolutely might go on a murder spree if they brought back, which would be Wesley.
Yeah.
His death is my favorite, for lack of a better way of putting it, in like all of media. It's extremely meaningful. His whole story coming to a close. Never liked the idea that he's back in the comics. Always pissed me off. But the fact that one seems obvious because Alison Hannigan, who played Willow, will probably come back. It's all but confirmed at this point.
Yeah, I think she is. Yeah.
Currently married to Alexis Denisov, who played Wesley.
Yes.
It's obvious that they would have that conversation, and I'm sure Sarah Michelle Gellar would be like, "We could bring him back. It doesn't have to be in the whole series, but we could bring him back," and that would just be a catastrophe in terms of how to navigate that. And this doesn't even bring up Spike and Angel. How the fuck are they going to be dealing with them? Whether or not you have David Boreanaz, you still have to account for Angel.
Yes, you do.
He's not coming back.
No, I don't think he is either. But they'll have to have a line or something like, "Oh yeah, Angel's out there fighting the good fight," or will they say, "Yeah, he just fucking died"? Like, why not? They always do that with these sorts of shows. Some people mentioned Lorne. It's like, well, yeah, Andy Hallett died.
Well, he's dead in real life as well.
Yeah, they wouldn't be bringing Lorne back.
R.I.P.
He was great. He was so good.
So good.
This statement is going to split in half. Like, it just depends on whether or not you think these people should, like Cordelia and Anya. Some people are like, yeah, it's worth it, bring them back, even better stories. For me, it's just that any addition to the story is going to be a catastrophe anyway. But you shouldn't just arbitrarily play with this shit. It just ruins stakes. Not that we expect this story to be worthwhile anyway.
Well, don't you think the whole none of us, I think, are interested in this Buffy reboot in this light.
Morbid curiosity at this point.
Oh, I'll be fucking watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you'll be watching it, but
gotta stake it.
Yeah, I don't think you're not fucking.
No, we've seen this story
for it
play out so many times now. That's why it's such an for every Cobra Kai, there is everything else. Okay. And it's missing one thing where his career is dead, but he's not. And it's Joss Whedon. This show doesn't happen without him.
No.
Period.
I'm not sure what happens with him. We've talked about this.
It makes your chances a little better, but you're right.
The chances are better, but yes.
But if he came back, it would be as an apology tour, and he would have to basically be Spike going through hell.
Do we have
bending the knee?
a showrunner attached to this. I guarantee you it's going to be a female.
Chloe
Chloe
Zhao
Zhao, isn't it?
is directing it, and she's involved. And I think they
My imagination is it would be split between them, full control over the show, and that was probably the only way it was going to get made these days, is because Sarah Michelle Gellar was broadly against it. But I mean, her career is not exactly shining right now, so I figure that, and she cited the Dexter reboot or revival as like, see, it can be done, which is like,
like, they're literally rebooting the reboot.
Yeah, I know, it's all over the place over there, but
yeah.
My expectation is that she always wanted full control over Buffy. She wrestled with Joss over that. They both had to pull their leverage, right? Being, it doesn't happen without him, but it also didn't happen without her. She was famously not happy with season 6 choices. I'm not even sure she was that happy with the body, which is another fucking haunting thing, that if she was to bring back Joyce.
Oh, no.
It says everyone.
No.
Everyone who died.
It says everyone. Oh, God.
No. Sarah Michelle Gellar is hoping some original Buffy the Vampire Slayer characters rise from the dead in the forthcoming reboot. The actress who led the original series for 7 seasons from 1997 to 2003 is reprising a role as Buffy Summers in the reboot. Star Wars Skeleton Crew actress Ryan Kira Armstrong has also been cast in the new Hulu series as a new young Slayer. I thought everybody was Slayers now.
This is the other thing. When they're like, oh, there's a new Slayer. It's like, guys, there are hundreds of Slayers. Everywhere. Even Angel had to deal with a Psycho Slayer, which was actually a fucking great episode. But
during a recent interview with Vanity Fair Italia, Gellar teased the Buffy reboot as well as who she would like to see return. It will be lighter than the last few seasons of the original, she shared. We will try to find a balance between new and old characters.
She's always had this thing about how dark Buffy got, even though, as far as I'm concerned, that was like the best Buffy content, was it getting darker and more serious and more stakes, you know. The Body is considered like one of the greatest episodes of TV. It is fucking light. It is of course quite dark. The original, because you know, Buffy changes over the course of the 7 seasons from a dark is more of a Halloween way to dark in a more of a grief-stricken horror depression way. Like it just moves gradually. It's less goofy as time goes on, but they still have a goof factor, and it's part of what makes Buffy so like multi-layered fun. But yeah, the idea is like those last few seasons, we're not going to that territory. It's like, okay, fucking fine. Like you do you, I guess. Also, my door's getting knocked. Hang on.
Yeah, going into while he's going off, going into season 5, one of the greatest exits was Lauren. At the end? He was forced to do like these horrible things, and this is a demon, and he's like, "Fuck you guys, I'm out. I'm gonna do this, and I'm out." And he does. That was such a good exit.
We will try to find a balance between new and old characters. My dream is to bring back everyone who has died, but space will have to be made for new stories as well. While the Dexter original Sin star admitted she's very lucky she didn't feel the pressure that today's actors feel with social media when she starred on Buffy, she also wants to make sure the reboot includes modern themes, issues, and storylines.
Oof, for a modern audience. Here we fucking go again.
I mean, the fact is, she was, as I said, broadly against a lot of the best decisions that were made in Buffy, just as like a concern sort of thing. Like, I don't think this should be. So her having full control, at least significant control.
Did you see that last bit? Buffy said she also wants to make sure the reboot includes modern themes, issues. And storylines.
Well, see, that's the problem, though, isn't it? When they built the original, they probably would have said the same thing, but it meant something a lot more meaningful back then when they'd say something like that.
One of the surprising aspects of Buffy is it's always been a crossover series, Gellar added. we're trying to figure out how to modernize the themes of the series, especially what it means to feel like an outsider in a world dominated by social media. What we want to explore are the space-time boundaries that affect society today.
And in the trailer, they'll probably have someone who's like, "I gotta take a selfie with a vampire" or something like that,
Yes,
and
as
it'll
they
be like,
eat them.
So, the only hope we have is it's untitled Buffyverse pilot. It is not a series
No.
order.
I get, and it would be nice if it never got past that, but I get the idea that they're like, we got to have Buffy, and how do we do that? Well, she's older now, so we got to have it be in the future, blah, blah. But Gary, I don't get it. Why didn't they just make a season about Nikki Woods?
Because they need Buffy and they're lazy.
But that's a Black Slayer.
I know.
You'd
But
think
there's
they'd be like, oh, fuck yeah. And then she's got a son that she trains to be a vampire hunter. You can make 2 seasons out of that, and then Spike
Easy.
kills her. I just, it's like, it's right there, and it doesn't, you can actually go back to, what was that, the 80s, 90s?
Yeah.
I think it was the 80s.
80s.
But just do it, it's just gonna fuck up everything.
Yep. I think that them making anything would fuck up everything. I mean, this is Disney. So this is Disney's Buffy. And again, it's just a pilot order, but this could be coming out like when the Harry Potter show comes out too, and we'll see 2.
I'll tell you what,
things from
this word makes me want to puke. Buffyverse pilot.
Hey, that is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. In today's day and age,
But,
when
yeah,
you start
with-
sticking
well,
verse at the end of stuff, it to me
The problem is whenever I say Buffy, and I don't know if it's the same for Gary, but I'm talking about Buffy and Angel.
Yes, same
And
here.
so if you say Buffyverse, that at least gets people to be like, oh, okay. Because if you say just Buffy and then refer to anything in Angel, because it's all one big story.
It is, and having just done a watch through in order, it's pretty tight.
yeah.
It's pretty well done. Pretty well
look.
done. Oh, look at that! Look at that thing on the right there, guys. Hang on.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm
John.
pretty sure there's. Hang on, because there's something I was talking to Fringy about, and I'm pretty sure it's. Is it not in this one? Hang on, let me look for it. There's
John
something-
Berthel joins Tom Holland in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Like,
we knew that
this
for a few
happened,
months.
right?
Yeah, which Gary mentioned months and months and months.
January, I mentioned it.
There you go. R for year. Right. Let's get into some super duper.
All right, I'm gonna dip out.
Movies. Okie dokie.
Wait,
I
give me
gotta-
like 5 minutes.
I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay.
Gotta find this quote.
I have to do some prep for Ironheart tonight.
Actually, prep for Ironheart.
I'm going to an AA meeting.
Okay.
and to the gym.
That's me wanting to play all snarky with you. And you go, it's the prep is to go to an AA meeting. You're like, oh.
Yeah, solidify my
no.
sobriety before I see this shit.
Yeah. That's
Just get,
I'm not even an alcoholic, but
just
I'm
check
considering doing that
You want
myself
to come?
actually today. Yeah.
Everybody want to come?
Can I just come along with you? My name's Az. I'm actually not an alcoholic, but I am about to watch Ironheart.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep from being one.
So he
Well, you
could
can go
escalate.
to you can go to Al-Anon, brother.
Hmm?
Al-Anon.
Sure.
You know what Al-Anon is, right?
No
it's,
idea.
It's meetings for people who have had alcoholism in their lives. So they're not the alcoholics, but their dad or their sister or their brother or their husband, or they're affected in some way. Highly recommend it.
I found what I was looking for.
Okay.
If you throw that up, it is the one before the penultimate paragraph, so 3 up from the bottom. And
Right. Hold on.
there's a
I'll just
fucking-
present it and you I'll scroll. You say stop.
So just like I said, 3 paragraphs from the bottom.
Oh, from the bottom.
Mahler, how does she get
Where's
this
the
much
bottom?
power? I know she was Buffy, but like, what has she done since then? Nothing.
This
So-
one?
So yeah, this quote.
Okay. Geller said that the revival has been in the works for 4 years. We won't do it unless it's 100% right and there's 100% a reason, she said. The whole point of an anti-hero is to be a hero for the people who don't fit in the box. The people who aren't like everybody else. That's who I want to tell. Oh shit!
Jesus fucking Christ!
That's who I want to tell.
Since when was
stories.
Buffy an anti-hero?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? She's a paragon.
Yeah.
She's not. That's
the closest you get to anti-hero. Going to people like, not even Angel's still kind of a hero. No, Faith's a hero by the time you hit the end of the show. I would say even Wesley, you could kind of call him an anti-hero. He's a bit Punisher-ish.
Yeah.
And they compare Angel to Punisher a couple of times. There's an angle there, but Buffy's not a fucking
Buffy's
anti-hero.
not an anti-hero. No.
So weird that she said this.
It's more the.
And then, of course,
I want to tell stories for people who don't fit in the box because we all know what that fucking means today.
Yeah, it doesn't mean like, oh, everybody on Earth has felt like an outsider at some point in their life, and that's who it's really supposed to speak to.
Yeah,
the human condition of feeling like an outsider, not for whatever reason. And now we're being specific with our outsiders, which means you've just put your audience in a box, you dipshit. Very small one.
I think they need to put this show in a box.
Yeah, I agree.
One that's shaped like a coffin.
Oh.
All right. Hey, thanks for having me guest star on your show. I really appreciate you.
Fuck off.
Let me come on. Sorry, I got to go. I really could.
Don't worry, I'll return the favor on Friday when
We always do. It's okay. Friday's gonna be fun. Friday's gonna be fun. Next couple of ones will at least be fun. It'll be fun.
It's just Ironheart this week, though, isn't there? There's no.
If you want to see F1, no, not this F. What's coming out this week? F1, right?
It is F1. It is F1.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go see F1, but you don't have to. I'm not gonna make anybody go. But
is it 3 hours long?
It's pretty long, but I'm gonna see it Thursday. So.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see.
But yeah. But the main thing will be.
I'll definitely see Ironheart.
If like half of us will probably end up seeing F1, so that's enough, right? So, thanks, guys. Love you guys. I guess I'm gonna do a watch party of Ironheart on my channel tonight. So,
okie dokie.
Well, that'll be funsies for the members, and I know you guys will be watching, so I'll be texting you.
Yeah,
I'll be texting you, going, "What the fuck?" But hey. Hey, at least it's something to laugh at, right? I mean,
yes.
Yeah, but have a great show. See you guys next week.
There.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boobies. Right, let's get into the super chats. Super chat time, yay. Slack attack. No, we've had Slack attack. Drexkin with a $5. So the last time I was this early, the MCU was still good. Have you been waiting since 2018?
Was that Infinity War?
Yeah.
2018. What was that? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Remington PRD with a $10 says, Mauler, you're the new John Connor. Skynet sent a fully nude super gay Terminator with a 28 years canon. I think is that meant to be inch canon?
Yeah, let's sure.
Let's
okay.
go 28 inch canon to erase your manhood and end your life. What's your game plan against that kind of threat?
Well, you got to go to a steel mill, whatever that.
Yeah.
And then just
burn
sort
his
of
cock off.
Well, just tempt him over to an edge, and then if you can hire some woman with a Spaz 12 to sort of, distract him, and then hire a guy to fire a grenade launcher into him. Even though that was a T1000, I'm sure it'll work pretty well in a T800. We'll be fine, yeah, easy.
T800s are more flimsy.
Exactly.
Methalus with a $2 says, Mola, hi.
Hello.
There you go. The Big Albowski has been a member for 10 months. Thank you. Marksman at 117B with a $2 says, has Gary or Mola watched RRR?
Have indeed. Gary hasn't, which surely he should be hanged for, right? Or something?
Yes. By his pinky.
Oh my.
until he's like, "Ow, that hurts."
Oh, stop it! Who the fuck is doing that?
What? Can you control your neighbors, please? Dr. Shlurpo has been a member for 13 months. Thank you, Dr. Shlurpo. McCready with a £5 says, just got Saints and Sinners. Can't wait. I knew you two boys of talent when I witnessed the Shlurpo meltdown live. Seminal moment. The only way was up. Well, you guys today have been phenomenal because we've gone to 9,065 books sold, 330,446 on the campaign. Less now than 20,000 from the next milestone, which will be the title reveal, the cover reveals for Black Eye Club and The Cursed. And of course, the concept art book for Saints and Sinners is up on the campaign as well. Got put up today. So that is up on the campaign. So go get yourself yourself one of them as well. You know, if you be so kind. Yeah. Hirokami with a £2 says, a really old fart is always a gamble. Oh, could turn into a shard.
Yeah, but it feels real great when you gamble and win.
Oh, does that? It's just like a proud trombone.
Well, especially if you're stressed, it's like, oh god, this could be, and you go, and you do it, and then you go, ah, ha, ha. And then you feel you want to like high five your ass. You're like, we did it, guys.
Right. Don't tell Chat's mum this, right?
Okay, all right.
But about 2 days ago, I woke up and I turned over in bed and I just went really, really fucking loud. And I was like, oh fuck, did I wake her up with a massive trump? I was like, don't smell, and didn't smell.
Oh, thank goodness.
But it was a right.
You know, sometimes it just has to be done. Though,
Yeah, you think you're gonna do like a, but it just went.
There is a talent to it. There is a strategy, but sometimes you can get tricked. Sometimes the muscles just aren't strong enough, and out it comes.
I got a text
about the fart or what?
From Chat's mum. Who's
Oh,
clearly watching the stream, and she said romantic.
Absolutely, it's a sign of love, I think.
Yeah, it you know. The truth is out there. Scott McKenzie, Hamilish 3 with a 33-month membership.
Hamish, the third.
Hamish. Did I say Hamilish?
Yeah, I don't know how, but you did.
I just saw those L's. Well, those I's, they're actually capital I's. Hamish the third.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hamilish?
You got it. Hamilish.
I went all Mark Hamilish on that one. It's been a member for 33. Scott, thank you. I bet Scott's never farted in front of his missus. The Smart Review with a membership for 2 months says, hey, Azamola, I want to say thank you. And you've been my inspiration, and I hope I could be half as good as all of you. You guys make everything cool. Oh, I can only speak for myself, but I'm a bit of a retard.
I'd say there's some strong retardation between us, and perhaps that is what's inspirational, you know? Any retard can do it if you just believe.
over autistic retard, I would call myself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Smart Review. Doug with a $2 says, who wins a fight, Ironheart or Shlurpo? Dude. I think we've actually dropped the C now on Shlurpo, and it's just gone SHLURPO. We're going with
maybe there's just variants, you know? The different strains of the same disease.
Wait, did you just start the multiverse of Shlurpo?
What do you mean start? That's just a given. You can't just defeat a Shlurpo.
It's
There's always
easily
more.
Shlurpo. Come on, man. Dude, it's not even a fight. You know, you want to put Shlurpo up against Galactus or something. Then we can discuss. Then we can discuss. Shlurpo's the German spelling. Shlurpo with a C is the German spelling. There you go. Where I come from, Shlurpo has a pronounced C. After the $2 says, get your voices ready. Herd and Ezra want to act again. I was told that Ezra Miller turned up recently in a dress. Turned up in a dress. He's wearing dresses again. He's ditched his pronoun nonsense. He's back to being a man, but he's wearing his dresses again.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Really connecting with the common person there, the common man who lives in the gay part of San Francisco. Joe King Lee with a 15 months says Saints and Sinners concept art book is in the collection. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is available in the Saints and Sinners collection right now. Right now. $20, $20. And that's going to have some great stuff in and some stuff which might not even be in the books itself. So you get some extra little
Interesting.
And Carolyn has posted it, so thank you, Cara. But pinned comment is the link to the Saints and Sinners campaign. And if you're watching this later on, in the description box down below, you can find the link to the campaign. Please go support. We are on the road to 10,000 copies sold. We're past 9,000. We're on the road to 10,000 now. It's very exciting. 24 days left to go. Can we do it? I believe in you. I believe in you. Yapping Tom with a 7 Canadian says, finally watched Buffy season 1 to 5, Firefly, and currently Angel. This Josh fella, feminist, huh? Gary, Andor was less woke than these. I'm enjoying Josh more, though.
Wow. Would have been interesting to. I think Gary would have disagreed with that. But interesting. They said Buffy season 1 through 5, Firefly, and currently Angel did. They should get to season 6, man. It's a good one.
Calliot with a $2 says, what? 9,000? Over 9,000. Over 9,000. Dark Knight Rider with a $2 says, fast or slow moving zombies? Slow for me. I prefer slow.
This is interesting because I love both of them done really, really well. Fast zombies is something so chaotic and frenetic about them that you can do that is horrifying in and of itself. But slow, I do think, and maybe this is a little bit mean, but I feel like it takes more talent to make slow zombies horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do it, I think it's extremely effective. Fast zombies feels like an excuse. It's like, well, it's easy horror.
Slow zombies feels like best to me.
Yeah, and I just love the slow zombies, I mean, this is highlighted Shaun of the Dead. Like, when they're a singular, it's a fucking joke. But as soon as their numbers increase and increase and increase, it gets to just be horrifying.
Yes. And that's, Oof. Larry Escher with a $5 says, hours, as. How long did your fast go? My record was 63 hours. Food poisoning helped. Instead of $1,000, $1,000 to eat cheesecake. How about $20 a burpee? I think, well, first of all, Larry, if I did $20 a burpee, I would owe you money and not vice versa. Holy shit. I would need to get into some proper shape to even attempt fucking burpees, mate. I managed to go 45 hours. I went 45 hours next month, July, which is around the corner. Gonna try again and see what can do again. But I made 45 hours on that was my first real attempt. So pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about that. But my God, when I ate that, when it's just like tapped out at 45 hours and I ate, holy shit. It's like putting heaven in my mouth. But there you go. But yeah. Yeah, $1,000 for a cheesecake, easy, no problem. Fucking destroy that thing. But I think I'd have to owe you coin for a burpee. Go for broke with a. Although, do you know what though? Do you know what, mate? Do you know what, Larry? I would love to get to a situation where I could do that. Where I could do a stream of silly things like, well, I say silly things, fun. It's quite fun. But I would love to get to a point where I could do a stream like that, where it'd be where it'd be like, you know, if we do this or if we do this, you know, $20 per burpee, which is a very generous thing. How many burpees could you do? That would be pretty cool. That'd be a pretty good goal to aim for. Go for broke with the $5 says, hi, Az just started Batman Full Circle. Was wondering your thoughts on the one shot. Full Circle. I remember the name, but how long ago was it till I read? Oh, okay, wait, okay, so okay, right. So Batman Year 2. Sorry, I'm more aware of it as Batman Year 2. Batman Year 2, I love. I think I would have liked to have seen this adapted, and it kind of has, in as much as Batman Year 2 was sort of adapted and played with, and it became Mask of the Phantasm, the animated movie. But I think Batman Year 2 has got some really good shit in it. It's got some really good sort of ideas, particularly when it comes to Joe Chill. Really like the Reaper. Love the idea of the Reaper. Batman, of course, going around with the gun that killed his parents. I love it. And those McFarlane covers on there as well. Those McFarlane covers on there were fucking bueno. Beautiful covers on that. As is disappointed father with a 5 Canadian says he's going to cry about another kids show again. This is why I left him with the cats.
Well, cats make for good company when you're complaining.
Yeah,
about
they
shitty
do.
shows.
Well, sometimes they can, you know, make you feel like a piece of shit. But most likely, yes. Galioth with a $2 says, will Saints and Sinners have tech specs for the G1 authors? That'd be pretty cool, having some tech specs. But I think my Kickstarter for the Transformers collection, the compendium, they've taken all the monies for that now. So shipping soon. Fingers crossed. Chris 13. Oh, I tell you what, actually, you want a tech spec of the writers? Go buy Ripperzine number 4. Because myself, Morley, Drinker, Drunk 3PO, all interviewed. We're all interviewed about Saints and Sinners in that. So the Ripperzine 4 has interviews with all of us. So you can technically class that as our tech specs. So there you go. Pick up Ripperzine number 4. That's also available right now. Like fucking cheap as hell, those Ripperzine books. How much Ripperzine? That's they can go for $8. $8 for the regular Ripperzine. How about that? $8.
Gold.
Nearly 2,500 sold of those, and there is 17 days left. to go pick up a Ripperzine number 4 for the tech specs, I guess. Chris1306 with a 35 Zargon says, how many books needs to sell for you to do the hacker live on stream? $1 million.
Oh, not many.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I'm there, baby. I'm fucking there. I'm there. Gonzo Sean with a 1 month membership says the Jimmy Savile gang as the antagonists in the Bone Temple is wild. Wow.
Oh yeah, we didn't really talk about years later. You know, that actually reminded me. So did you see the Netflix Jimmy Savile documentary?
Not the Netflix one. I did. I have seen one, and I don't know which one, and I've also seen the Louis Theroux, of course.
Yeah. Well, so that one was already pretty effective, but I'd heard, I didn't even realize this had happened. There's a show called The Reckoning, or Reckoning, something like that. 4 episodes, and it's Steve Coogan plays Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile, yes.
I've seen 1 episode of it. He is eerily good playing Jimmy Savile. Like, he did an excellent fucking job, and there's a lot of context in that show that I'd never known about, just in terms of how he, like, where he started and what he did and stuff like that. But I will say, what's so weird is I always intended to watch that when I'd heard about it, but it wasn't until fucking watching 28 years later that I went, you know what, I'll watch it now. It's been it's just such a weird connection that it's like, yeah, I'll watch it thanks to watching.
It was the end. I mean, we never really we didn't get around to talking about it, but not really much to talk about. The ending was fucking. I thought, what am I watching? This is a completely different film with a completely different tone.
The thing is, that's what they're going for, obviously. Like, they want you to be like, what? And we had this problem when we were trying to break it down. A lot of this stuff, you really need to see the next one before you can be sure of what the fuck is going on.
No.
Well, that's the thing. I've never really liked that. I've never liked, if someone says to me like, oh, it's the first of a trilogy, you got to wait. And it's like, I never had to do that with any good trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is Jimmy. Remember Jimmy from the beginning of the film?
Yeah, I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
which, by the way,
so what?
Boyle has said, Danny Boyle has said that Cillian Murphy's character will appear at the end of the second movie, and he will be the main character of the third movie. So, you know what I mean? It's all just...
I don't care. This has put me off watching any more.
I'm not sure I will watch the Bone Temple, to be honest with you. I don't really have any reason anymore. You know what's especially going to be funny? If there's a good trailer, then I'll be like, yeah, you're not going to get me again.
Well, that's just it, because the trailers for this movie were fantastic.
Yeah.
And the movie was crap. So, yeah, I'm sort of done. But yeah, oh, look. They're dressed in the colors of the Teletubbies from the beginning of the film.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Oh, wow. Near DaCosta is going to be directing.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Thank goodness.
Could I be any less interested? Speaking of dead people. Apparently, Bone Temple releases in 28 days.
What? What are you talking about?
That's a message I've got through.
But
apparently, Bone Temple's releasing in 28 days.
There's no way. Why would they release that before the theatrical run of 28 Years Later is even done?
I have no idea.
Bone Temple.
I have no idea.
It's listed for 2026, not 2025.
Mid-2026. Okay.
Oh, do you mean a year and 28 days from now? Because I don't know. That might be true.
Oh.
January 16th.
No, I just got a message saying it's releasing in 28 days or something. I don't know.
Unless they
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a piss take.
Maybe.
Will Pottinger has become a member. Thank you, Will. And he's been a member for more than that, so he's probably rejoining. Thank you, Will. Snacks for the $5 says the best performances in Iron Lung will be the guys taking falls and pretending to be hurt by the transmission character. Anyway, see y'all next Tuesday. Yes, sorry. 28 years later, The Bone Temple will release in theaters in 28 weeks. Not days, in 28 weeks. They really went for that. I'm fucking sick of 28 now. I couldn't give 28 fucks.
Nice.
Dr. Martin Luther Pepe with a 20 Swedish says, when are you going to fix your audio, mate? Probably when I get back to the UK. And my audio is going to be sweet and beautiful. My audio is fine. Get over it. Horny out for the $5 says, as the new update of Darktide that came out yesterday introduced Arbiter's 4K Judge Dredd with a cyborg attack dog. I think I've seen some pictures on that, actually. It's a good game. It's a fun game, Darktide. It is a fun game. Zico with a 500 Brazilian says, I know that you guys are super busy, but just a reminder, play Expedition 33 ASAP. I've completed it. I did it on stream, completed it. Wonderful story. Voice acting is incredible. Voice actors are incredible. Music is stellar. Fantastic gameplay. Only problem is that they made me like the French.
Well, yeah, I need to get around to playing it at some point. Did you hear about because Charlie Cox is a voice in it, right?
Yes.
He said that he gets a lot of people congratulating him on the success of the game and just excellent job being a voice actor and all this sort of stuff. And he said he feels like a fraud because it's something he did very quickly, very casually. It doesn't have.
He's good.
Well, I'm sure Charlie Cox is an excellent actor. It's just funny reading his quote where he feels like he's almost.
Dude, what about Daredevil then?
I know, right? It's whatever. I
apologize for Daredevil. No, I mean it's not his fault, really. Of course, it isn't.
I think he said it was a 4 hour...
I think Charlie Cox is warning us plenty about Daredevil.
Is he in a lot of the game? Because I think he said he had like a 4-hour session and that was it.
He's in a lot of the game. Because he's the main
Maybe
character.
I could be misremembering the quote.
Well, he's the main character, so
fair.
There you go. Yeah, it is phenomenal. The music is outstanding. The voice acting from everyone is absolutely phenomenal. The story is great. And yeah, it's a sensational game. It's Expedition 33. It's going to be tough to pick a game of the year this year. It's going to be tough because there's been some absolute doozies. As is Wonky Eyebrow with a £2 says, as Morley and Meadow play EFAP this shite when? Oh, as Morley and Meadow play EFAP this shite when?
Oh, they're talking about Mind's Eye. I mean, I don't even know if I'll play it or not. Honestly, from what you showed, it looks like it could be funny, but it also looks like it could be extremely boring. So
yes,
you never know with these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Like remember the that King Kong game? I think you and I survived one stream on it. It was so fucking shit.
There was not a chance to go back.
People would be like, "What about Gollum?" They'd be like, "Gollum was special."
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big difference between Gollum and King Kong for me.
As is still coming, by the way, because Rags recently finished his Gollum playthrough. I think all we're waiting for now is Platoon's got one more stream, and then it's all going to get cut up, and we're going to watch.
I saw Rags was just like Gollum Part 3, Chapter 8, Part 6.
He made it. That's what matters.
Stutters with a €5 says, Stutters, you say? Well, you called, so here I am. What's the crack, lads? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, Mind's Eye looks celestial. Kind of.
Sure
kind
did.
of. Yeah. I'm doing well, thank you. The crack is going well, thank you very much. It's going all right. Hendrix has been a member for a month. Says, "Hail, Call and as Call Mall."
Call
them all.
Holy.
So when you started writing for Saints and Sinners, did you have a number in mind of how many copies would be okay or should be sold? Cheers, gents. To be honest with you, because we were giving Cal as in Callum, I guess, yeah. To me, I'll let Mauler answer this after I've said this, but to me, I was more concerned with having 15 pages to work with and trying to produce a story that would make sense, would flow, would hopefully, bring you guys enjoyment and potentially add to the Ripperverse itself. So in terms of copies sold, I always wanted to hit 10,000. I absolutely wanted to hit 10,000, at least 10,000 copies. So it is looking good for that. But yeah, five to get into 5 figures worth of copies would have just been fantastic. And it's looking like we're going to get there. So it's pretty exciting. And if we do hit 10,000 before the campaign ends, then I'll be like, can we hit 11? Can we hit 12? But who knows? What about you?
Well, as for me, I mean, it's a similar answer in the sense that I mean, more so because I have fucking no clue what a good or bad or neutral or exciting or depressing number would be. I've really got not a reference for this, but I figured the number would be a good one considering I'm fucking with as is selling is first technically, so is Drinker in this anthology, which is the first anthology for Ripperverse as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's just an exciting project already. So I wouldn't have thought there would be much trouble in garnering some interest in it. But as just said, and I'm very similar, I just wanted to make sure what I was, tasked to work on was as best as I could get it. That's my like big, huge concern. And very excited, and as I've mentioned, very anxious about the whole project completing. So, if they said it's sold 0, I'd be like, what?
That would be gutting.
Okay, damn.
That would be gutting.
But at least I wouldn't have to take it on all on my own. I'd be like, it wasn't just me that people didn't care about. It was everyone.
They didn't give a shit about any of us. So yeah, somebody ran the numbers for books sold by the Ripperverse this year, I think it is. So this is the Ripperverse collections for 2025. So Norfolk is still ongoing, of course. So is the Ripperzine and Saints and Sinners. All the other ones below that have finished. So the biggest selling book so far this year has been The Horseman with 12,515. Isom 3 doing 11,666, but 660,000 in sale. That's huge. So in terms of books, we're breathing down the neck of Yaira 2. Then we'll see, then we're kind of like set our sights on Isom 3 and then The Horseman number 1. So that there's a chance that Saints and Sinners could potentially, maybe, could be one of the biggest sellers, or if not the biggest seller for the Ripperverse this year, which would be egotistically amazing stuff. But to be right up there already as the fourth highest selling book this year out of 14, doing all right, doing really well. So
also, yeah, I did
very excited.
Misspeak. That isn't Drinker's first comic or anything. I was just thinking about the sort of first collaboration, I guess.
Yeah, first Ripperverse
with us as well. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's your and my first stories, period. So that in itself is very exciting, mate. Very exciting. So appreciate that, Hendrix. Appreciate that. Josh Kelsey slapping a 20 on the counter. Josh, thank you so much indeed, dude. D-Gay Cobra's busted balloon knot with a $2 says Iron Shark gonna be crap. Believe me, I know shit. Oh, man. Oh, my. Hazel with a 50 Australian says, heard of the expression kill your darlings pertaining to writing, an idea or moment in a story you really love that no longer quite fits due to what you built around it, and finding such sacrifices bring benefits you didn't expect. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of credit to give to the Oscars for kind of giving me hints, tips, ideas to kind of implement. And one of the things that Sylvia said was arrive late and leave early, which means don't outstay your welcome, don't bloat your story, keep it tight, keep it compact, make people want to see you, make people want to kind of miss you when you leave. So when I handed in my draft, Mauler's was a little bit longer than mine, but
Yeah.
when I was handing mine in, I said to the Oscars, I said, I'm probably going to need 16, 17 pages if that's okay. And I got told, no, it's not okay. I got told it's 15 pages, so you better find a couple of pages to get rid of. So that in itself made me relook at the story and how it was going. And I actually ended up axing a part of it, which ultimately made the story flow, to me anyway, it made the story for me flow even better. And it hit that 15 pages, exactly on that 15 pages. So it was definitely an example of arrive late and leave early. So I was like, yeah, I thought I needed that, but ultimately I didn't need that. And I think the story's become better for the removal of that. So yeah, I think there's a lot to be said. Don't fall in love with your own stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be scared of cutting stuff. You know, be open to tweaking and changing things for sure. What about you?
It's hard to say because I have only written now 2 stories. Obviously, the 2 projects people are very aware of, which would be Bone God and All in Good Time, which they're both on the way. And in both cases, the most killing of my darlings I've had to do is to shave, I would say. What I'm trying to say is that I've never had to take a very big built payoff, build around it, toward it, and past it, and then return to it and be like, actually, everything else is working except the payoff now, and so it has to go. Or, it doesn't even have to be a payoff, just whatever I was building across or from. I figure that's going to happen down the line if I continue to write. It's just that this story was, I think I'd mentioned on one of our Saints and Sinners streams that I couldn't have been more robotic about it. I was like 15 pages, which was the original sort of plan, but I was like 0, 5, 10, 15. That's where the big, so to speak, anchors of the plot line need to be of like significant elements need to happen. Obviously, the beginning, then development, then bigger development, then ending, and just everything else works around it. And so those anchors stayed the same and didn't need to change at any point because they were very, let's just call it like pragmatically built. But, lots of dialogue, lots of little interactions. I had to start shaving pieces off here and there, which I've had to do with both, by the way. There's always, there's 2 characters talking to each other that could say, line A, line B, line C, line D. And you look back eventually and you go, man, line A and line C are very similar to the point where I don't even think I need line C. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to refer to that as kill your darlings, because that's literally me being like, hey, past Mauler, this line sucks. And past me is like, okay, geez, fuck you. And that kind of process. But I expect this will happen at some point, and it's probably going to be tough. But I have heard it as advice for a lot of people where you sort of build something up in your head, loads of cool stuff comes from it, and then you come back to it one day and you're like, man, that's actually the one thing that's getting in the way now, is that original idea. And you might not realize it at first, but it becomes a thing of like, I need to kill it. I need to get rid of it. And I don't want to, but I know it'll make the story better, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I get you. Ven Maru, the fool with a $5 says, hello, gents. Grats on 9,000 book sales. I look forward to sharing your stories with my father. It'll be his first modern comic. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I'm just very excited, dude. Very excited for you to read the stories. Can't wait to do the closeout stream. Can't wait to do the spoiler discussion stream. That's gonna be fun times. Tunnel Drump with a 10
It's Roz.
Kojima mentioned Zone of Enders 2 and Metal Gear Solid 2. Still two of my favorite ever games. There you go. Yeah, Kojima mentioned Zone of Enders. Yeah. Marksman at 117B with the $2 says Power World X Terrier or Terrier collab expansion tomorrow. Okay. Kalioth with the $2 says Chrono Trigger closest to perfect in gaming, better than Final Fantasy. Maybe do I stream it then? Do I stream Chrono Trigger? Do people care?
I think people would say yes on that. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, stream everything. Stream the games.
True, yeah. Stream it all. Gunnar with a 20 Norwegian says, imagine Bane being based on Joe Hendry. No, let's not. I believe in Bane. Yeah, people say yes. Yes, stream that. Oh. The Chevalier Delis with a 60-month membership says you have to play Chrono Trigger. Would be a great game stream after the real BBC. Just saying. Have you guys played Across the Obelisk or Wilder Myth? Two small, fun, and mostly unknown games. I haven't. Maybe
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, maybe I'll look into them. Omega Level Stoner has become a member. Omega Level Stoner. Thank you, sir. Bungles Twango with a $10 says Doom Patrol was one of the few shows with gay stuff in it that worked. It was just part of the story, at least at first. The pocket universe of drag queens was a bit much, though. Oh.
All right.
Hard Ticket dropping a 5 Canadian. Thank you. Vaughn with a €5 says, Guns, have any of you watched Frieren Beyond the Journey's End of Record of Lodos War? Both are great and in spirit of Tolkien and Dungeons and Dragons.
Had it recommended before, but haven't watched it now.
And then it says 1 of 2, but I think that's it. There is another one for them, but it doesn't say 2 of 2. Then it says Vaughn for another 5 years. It says, Gary, are you reading Joe Abercrombie, right? You are reading Joe Abercrombie, right? You like him. I suggest you try David Gemmel's book after that. A major inspiration for Abercrombie. 1 of 2. I think that's 2 of 2. Okay. Thank you, Vaughn. Kalioth with the $5 says, my hoarding gems sealed Takara cassette man / mint set of Magic the Gathering beta. What? Wait, what? You have a mint. Is it unopened? Kalioth, is your Magic the Gathering beta? Is it unopened? Is it sealed? Or is it open? I'm interested. I want to know. Complete Japanese cast autographed sleeves of Mobile Suit Gundam. I need to know if that is a sealed Magic the Gathering beta pack or an just opened and in mint condition one. Because that's whew. Tony Nater with an 8669 with a 10 Canadian says, hey, as Gary and Mauler. Thanks for showing me to be proud of what I love. I started filling in my Bionicle collection. They are Lego action figures that ran 10 years, good lore and story. Yeah, I as a Lego fan myself, I do know that there's a lot of Bionicle lovers out there.
Bionicle pretty cool.
It wasn't my jam. But yeah, I know a lot of people that are big Bionicle fans. Dawnbreaker with a $20 says, Mauler, you should do an EFAP or a mini series called Dinosaur Planet. The story is an A+, and the narrator is top notch. I think you guys would really enjoy it.
Maybe.
Okay. Dinosaur Planet. I might have seen that. Snacks with a $5 says, Gary, take the RDJ recall and swap RDJ with the world is burning guy. It's a pretty good idea, actually. Dawnbreaker with a $5 says, I never watched EFAP until about 3 weeks ago. Now I think I've watched the Grinch episode about 6 times.
Wow. You talk about the EFAP movies we did on. We did 3 Grinches, right? The original, the Jim Carrey one, and the Illumination one. It went from being like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing, to the Jim Carrey one, which was like, it's an amazing performance, really wacky movie, Ron Howard, and just and then the Illumination one, which made us all want to kill ourselves.
Wow. Paul Hauser with a 5 Canadian says, hey, Laz, Mauler, and Gary. Gary, Cole Hauser's great-grandfather, Harry Warner, was the founder of Warner Bros. Too bad Warner wasn't left to Cole. Fucking hell. Got a Gravy with a £10 says, Hail gang, it's been 8,793 days since the world learned that Pearl Harbor sucked. In honor of this momentous anniversary, we should celebrate with a Doctor Who top 5 list. Am I right, guys? Oh, Gary's gone now, so we can't.
I guess we can't, yeah.
We'll do it next week. Next week. John Platt with a membership for 5 months says, hey, lads, Gary, Mauler, and the mods and chat. Just watched 28 Days Later for the first time, and I absolutely love Danny Boyle's take on the horror zombie film. 28 Days Later is fantastic. It's a great film.
Yeah, I'm quite a fan of 28 Days Later. 28 weeks later, and 28 years later.
Yeah. I am far more inclined with 28 weeks later than I am with 28 years later.
Oh, shit. Okay, fair.
But 28 Days Later is by far the best of all of them. By far. Got a Gravy with a £5 says, Mauler planning on doing an EFAP reaction to the Anthony Gramoglia video about you? Or is it not worth your opinion?
So we've got, I think, 5 episodes left before the anniversary, and so that's Jurassic, Superman, Fantastic Four, possible. Well, we want to do Squid Game because it's finishing soon, and then Ironheart maybe. We'll have to have a chat about it. But basically, he's gonna have to wait if we're gonna slot him in. It might be a while from now. I know he's desperate for me to cover him and his video, but listen, we got so many fish to fry, so many buns in the oven. What's the other expression? So many forks in the
knives in the fire. Irons in the fire.
Irons in the fire. Yeah. I mean, it would probably be amusing. He's a fucking lol cow, but like, it's just gonna take a while. We got other stuff to do. I'm so sorry.
So the answer is Mauler's actually got useful stuff to do with his time.
Very much so.
So, yeah. Trucker Mark with a $10 says, hi, Az and Gary and Mauler. Can you please play the Chris Evans video to the Captain America / Falcon Brave New World? I will wait.
Chris Evans video?
The Chris Evans video to the Captain America / Falcon Brave New World. I'm a Trucker Mark. I actually do not understand what you're trying to say there.
I'm not sure what that's referencing.
Yeah. You lost us, mate. You lost us. The Rand Man with a 3 months says, remember when they tried saying waking up early was racist? Go RDJ. He made her racist by waking her up early, or she was still sleeping at noon. it's bizarre. It's I don't understand. Well, I was going to say I don't understand today's marketing, but I actually do. If you look at it from the perspective of the marketing people are fucking retarded and don't know what they're doing, then it starts to make sense. But in terms of trying to make money, no. Mexi Rage with a $10 says, hello, thanks to you guys, I've been slowly building up my 4K collection. It's coming along nicely. Also, what are you guys' opinion on Pacific Rim? And also, I guess Iran treats women better now. Well, according to Whoopi Goldberg, was it Whoopi Goldberg said that Iran treats women better than the West does or America does? Because she's fucking dumb as fuck. I have never seen Pacific Rim.
I have. I enjoy it. Not fantastic in the writing department, but for the spectacle, plenty of fun. The second one is absolute dog shit, and no one should see it.
Oh, okay.
I think the second one even did Guillermo del Toro have anything to do with the second one?
Don't think so. No.
That would help explain it.
Gunnar with a 20 Norwegian says, I'm seeing F1 in a packed theater tomorrow. Riley 85 with a £5 says, hail the real BBC. Mauler, as requested with that last vid. I watched of yours. Wolf did a great job with Jurassic Park. He should do more vids.
Huh? As requested with that last vid I watched of yours, Wolf did a great job with Jurassic Park. Oh, are they saying because me and Wolf made Jurassic Fallen Kingdom videos at the same time? I can't remember. We're talking back in 2018, I think. And so we both promoted each other's videos at the end, I think. But
Gotcha.
I'm not sure if Wolf's is available anymore, but yeah, fair enough. I think that's what they're talking about. I could be wrong.
Okay. Gunnar with a 20 Norwegian says NASCAR has more entertaining pit stops than Formula One. Play the high note with the 2 Australians says F1 will beat Superman, Fantastic Four, and Jurassic World 4. Wow, that is a heck of a prediction, that.
We shall see.
Enoch Mamon with a $50. Dear Perry Chan, please take this cringe Ironheart ad and replace the Ironheart actress with X-Ray Girl and RDJ with a water monitor. We specifically need her squeal and RDJ the water monitor's quote of, "We're in this love together. Trust me, you'll be funny." Okay. TJ Krink with a $5 says, the kids in my family don't just watch trailers. They watch analysis, reaction videos afterwards because they're tired of being conned into watching poo. You got some base kids there.
We're all tired into being conned into watching poo.
Yeah, yes, we are. Neil Peart is God for 2 months, says James Gunn is a legend. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Yes, it's actually a really good tweet there. A really good super, that dude. Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, if you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh. TJ Crink with a $2 says, hey, Morley, Mass Effect LE is 90% off on Steam.
Is that Legendary Edition?
I imagine so.
Hang on. I have Mass Effect 2. I don't know why. Wait. Oh, if that's... I could grab that then. Hang on. Wasn't there a trilogy? I'm guessing I didn't pick that up. Do you have that on... Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you have Mass Effect, the trilogy?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm just trying to make sure I get this right. Because I thought they released a trilogy and then they got them singularly as well, I guess. Like as in a package or whatever.
Oh, I mean, I've had them individually. I got them individually, not as a package.
Wasn't there a remaster, or is that what the Legendary Edition is?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab that. That's 90% off. That's great. Yeah. Okay.
Zan Zoltan with a $2,000. Oh no, it's Argentinian. It's £1.88. Confetti time. Here's your £1.88. Hail to the Asmauler and Nerdrotic. By the way, which is worst?
It is the trilogy.
Yeah.
That's what Okay, I got you. I understand now. I got you. That is a really good deal then.
By the way, which is worse to see nowadays everywhere? Pedro Pascal or James Gunn? Yes. I have to say Pascal. Well, at least they killed him in The Equalizer 2 and Kingsman 2 and The Last of Us 2. Great endings to a bad actor.
Hey, don't forget Gladiator 2.
Hail. Gladiator 2.
He's died in a lot of 2s, huh?
Died in a lot of 2s, yeah. Game of Thrones 2.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
He's died a lot. He's died. Is he the new Sean Bean?
He died in Buffy.
Yes. Yes.
Technically, he died twice in Buffy.
Twice, yes, because he died. He got vampired and then killed by Buffy at the end.
Yep.
After she poured her heart out to him.
No.
Sean Oliver with a $5 says, only redeeming qualities of Krypton was Brainiac's portrayal was pretty cool, and Doomsday was fine. Other than that, show was meh. Carol Hall gifting 5 memberships to the stream. Carol, thank you very much indeed. Thoughts on Jaws being 50?
Damn.
Congratulations for not dying. No, Jaws, great film. Phenomenal film. Madney85 with a $20 says, someone tell James Gunn and Angry Toe that a bunch of dudes baking a dessert for a Superman promo is super gay. Of course, Angry Joe's a massive Superman fan, and so is he buying all of the James Gunn excitement hype?
I've gotten some criticism here and there for shitting on the marketing for Superman, but I think it's been pretty bad.
I think it's been terrible.
The thing is, I don't know what it is with people, but like whenever, say for example, it made $1 billion, it just did, and then people be like, haha, see, the marketing was good. I'd be like, no, marketing was still terrible. Just because, there's a universe where they did all the conventional intelligent decisions with the marketing, okay, and it's a world that will be better for the movie, trust me. I do not know why they would think, barista corn sweat, that'll boost Superman's ticket sales.
I really think this is just trying to appeal to females.
Well, we'll see how it turns out.
That's how they think they're going to do it, by doing this kind of gay shit. Mechanism Studios with a $5 says, I'm having back surgery in August, so I'll be able to hit meetups and cons after that. Are there any meetups planned or cons planned later this year? Well, next year there definitely is, because there's a few things. But in terms of this year, not sure. Not for me. I know that. The con. Winter GS with a $5 says, gentle Shlurpos and Gary, you need a Schlurpette for, equality. Chrissy had a kid. Maybe she needs that cash. Wow. There is only Shlurpo. Zan Zoltan with a 1,000 horses says, the best movie of 2025 was the re-release of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I swear I had forgotten this year they released the Star Trek movie Section 31.
Oh, yeah.
Never watched it. Never
Dude, I remember
to watch it.
When it came out, I think Platoon said it's the worst movie of the year. We're already in January or something, right? Or was that Disprove? Someone said that. It was just like, oh, shit. Which it might be,
Love you but Gary is the American goat. You're from New Zealand, and Mauler is the Brit. Fucking fuck off, mate.
True.
Fucking 90 fucking pence for that.
By the way,
what?
I was on the store page for the Legendary Edition, which I still think is probably worth it despite this. But it says incorporates third-party DRM, EA online activation, Origin client software installation, and background use required. So it's like, it's annoying. Can't just be on Steam.
I know. I hate that. I hate it when Ubisoft do it. I hate when EA do it.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a big reason why I tend to just avoid their games now.
Mm-hmm.
Or just get a console copy instead for those. But not that I buy Ubisoft games now anyway. The only reason I got Shadows was to check it out. Obviously, all the shitstorm around it. I could only manage 2 streams of that. Made a fortune, made a fucking small fortune, but I couldn't bring myself to do any more. It was so fucking shit. San Zoltan with 1,000 arses says the Ironheart show is even less worthy than this super chat to us. Exactly. Exactly, San Zoltan. Maddening with a $10 says F1 and done for my theatre going this summer. Cheers, gentlemen. Hey, fair enough. Play the high note with the 2 Australians says, will Xander be recast by a trans woman? Mate, what about his brother, Mauler?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not sure his brother's an actor. Like, his brother did that for the 1 episode.
Oh, okay.
But it's not impossible. They could recast him. That could be something, I guess.
Could recast him.
That would be controversial, though, I think, as opposed to just not have him in the story.
Well, it would be. It's weird if she says, I want to bring everybody that's dead back, but we're going to kill Xander.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they plan with that. But all I know is I'm pretty sure he's not allowed in like the same room as Sarah Michelle Gellar or David Boreanaz, like they've said. It's this thing. I brought it up before, but the 20th anniversary, they have like everyone in the room, but all of his shots is like just him and Anya.
Yeah.
And it's like, And yeah, if you read about it, it's they said they wouldn't have done it if he was allowed in the room with them. Yep.
Play the high note with the 5 Australians says the difference with this and Dexter Original Sin is Dexter Original Sin had the original showrunner.
Well.
Well, now we've got Dexter Resurrection coming. The trailer looked up. By the way, the trailer looked okay.
Well, the thing is, I never saw much of Dexter. The main reason I want to is I want to see that. Well, everyone always mentions John Lithgow's Gemini Killer, was it, or something?
Trinity.
Say that? Trinity. People mention that all the time, and it's like, I should probably see it just for that, just to see what that is.
Well, Angel Batista's in Dexter Resurrection as well.
I don't know what that means. Who's that?
Oh, he was a policeman at the Miami PD that Dexter worked with. I'll check out Resurrection. I'll see the first episode at least. See how it goes. Sure. Piston with a member for 2 months says, which villain will cause you to unalive yourself to avoid torture or a fate that's worse than death? Mine is Am from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
So we're talking about, well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of them, to be honest with you. I don't think I do well with torture, to be honest with you. I as much as I respect all of my favorite heroes being able to put up with it, it's like, I don't think that I'm going to be particularly well suited to it. So what would cause me to in order to avoid torture or fate worse than death, which character? It's like many of them. Many of my top villains would probably be able to fuck me up pretty bad with torture.
Do you have a specific one that you can think of though?
Well, even like the torture droid that Vader uses on Leia, right? Like I don't know how well I'm going to do against that, or what he does to Han in Empire. I don't know if I'll be able to fucking put up against that. And obviously, I'm just going with like first person that pops in my head for villains. Like who's next? Well, think of the T-1000. If it wanted to torture me, it's not going to take long. It'll just start chopping shit off. And if someone's like, "Oh, it's not so bad," it's like, "That's pretty bad though."
Pretty fucking bad, actually.
Remember that
fucking bad
creature in Wrath of Khan? That like
the ear slug thing. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just pick anything, and I'm probably not going to be able to deal with it.
Yeah. Jigsaw would be a fucker. Yeah, Jigsaw and Pinhead. There. Yeah. Jesus wept.
I suppose, yeah. So, was that a better question? Is any? Do you think there's a villain you could handle? And my answer would
Yes.
still be
No.
no.
Joker would be horrendous. He'd fucking fuck you up.
Yeah.
Black Kane with the $2 says they're gonna bring Anya back as a communist. Noel Face with the $5 says, how candid could that call have been when it starts with a camera at the foot of a bed? Right? Exactly.
I know, yeah.
Exactly. Kibbs has been a member for 21 months. Thank you. And Grimlock 1975 has been a member for 29.
Ooh.
Zan
Veil
Zoltan.
Guard is 50% off as.
Zan Zoltan, his fucking 3 pence membership is worth more to me than that.
That's fair.
Zan Zoltan's been a member for 48 months. Says, so today I have been your member for 4 years. Hail the greatest of the Britain power, Anas. Fucking asshole. Love you guys. Yeah, kind of bit mild on you. Boomer Bastard has become a member. Thank you, Boomer Bastard. The J is silent with a $5 says, I have an idea for Hollywood. DSP versus Boogie. The grifters and you two will get content for months. Not like Hollywood has anything left. I haven't heard anything about Lolcal Live since they fired
Wings.
What Wings? Yeah.
So from what I gathered, because I did look into it, that was not planned. Wings pushing his wife onto a table. He did that because he was fucking mad, and he was mad literally just because I think Keemstar was yelling at him, and he just couldn't take it. Like that's all I couldn't see to find anything that there was no reason he did it. And of course, he felt pretty bad about it, and I think he apologized publicly. But they said don't think you can come back. And then it only took a few weeks or something before the whole fan base demanded that they bring him back, and so they were pretty desperately trying to get him back. But he decided he didn't want to join back because they basically made content out of him abusing his wife. But I mean, he fucking tossed her onto a table, so
he pancaked her on that table. Yeah.
He did it. It's not like anyone else forced him to. And so that's happened. And since then, I think I've seen. So friends have sent me shit like, "Oh, Boogie has become gay," or "Boogie is standing on a street corner saying I love black people," or he's smashed a hole in his wall, or he's. And I was just like, man, they've gotten so pathetic over there, desperately trying to claw back. They have there's times.
How'd you go back? How'd you go forward after one of your hosts legitimately lied about having cancer?
So it's funny you say that. He has said he's trying to recapture the magic of the cancer arc. As though it's this like a wrestling storyline. You know what I mean? We got to get someone as good as that again. That's where they're at. And I think it's just a matter of they've become, how do I put this? Like bargain bin Jackass. But way worse than that even sounds. Retard.
Yeah, because at least Jackass, you can laugh at them.
Well, I like Jackass. What they're doing is more like, I will shave off half of my mustache if you donate $1,000. It's just like, oh my god,
that's pathetic.
Yeah.
Chat, if you donate $1,000 right now, I will shave off half a mustache and half a beard and stay like that for at least a week.
You better be careful with that.
I know. Actually, I just realized that when I said
there's a good chance.
Just gotta,
but yeah,
away with it.
The craziest thing of it is they'll admit they're making shit tons of money, but Keemstar's a bazillionaire as far as I know. He's got
a lot of money. From what I can gather, he's got a good amount of money.
So I don't know why they're still doing it. I don't really know I guess Boogie needs it, but yeah.
Boogie definitely needs it. In actual fact, that show's probably kept him going long past.
Oh yeah, he said at some point that he's making more on there than he did at the peak of his YouTube career, which I'm not sure I believe, especially with
No.
sponsorships. But it's whatever.
Yeah. So how long do you think it'll be till we're doing an EFAP on iDubbbz?
You know what? Very possible. It's not because
Uh,
I'm on pretty good terms with Nick DiOrio, and he knows everything back to front of that story, so he could help me out getting like the
big
timeline.
time. Yeah.
But that would be like a 3 EFAP episode arc to cover the rise, the stumble, and then the fall. Especially because it's ongoing. The story has not stopped yet.
No, I haven't seen anything for a couple of weeks, but the last time I saw was
Do you know
that's
about...
no San Zoltan, not 1,000 fucking Argentinian fucking pesos.
Do you know about like the whole thing of his trainer having
Yeah, the last thing I saw was his trainer and his trainer's wife went
That's
on
fucking
to
crazy,
H3
dude.
and absolutely destroyed them.
There's just this thing now that's become true that he just smells. That's like a thing about him. He smells so bad. There's like a assumption he doesn't like to shower and he doesn't brush his teeth.
Yeah.
So they had to move him to like a particular part of the gym because he was disturbing other gym goers, which is fucking insane as it stands. But people are now like digging up clips of him being on stream, and this is one where he's just talking, and Anissa's there talking, and then she just randomly goes like, ugh, and then he goes, oh yeah.
Oh,
It's just like, oh man, like, come on, man. You could go to you could have a shower. You can roll around in the rain. That's better than nothing.
that is yeah. It's not. It's how does that story end? Because the last time I saw them do anything, they're in it. Was it her mum's basement?
Oh my god! No,
in Edmonton or something.
well, I'll say this: when he made his first 1 or 2 videos entering this whole thing and shitting all over Ethan, doing that and stuff, the comment section were pretty split. Like, oh dear, is there some fairness to this? And how's this going to go? And I like, these are my 2 parents fighting, that sort of thing. If you look at it now, when he uploads, his whole audience are like, please, Ian, get some help. Just stop. Like, you need to stop doing this. You're ruining your life.
Get a divorce and then a shower.
Well, people say like, I didn't know
in any order.
I thought succubi were like fictional like videos, whatever. Oh, jeez.
It's so weird. They call it. Didn't he call his podcast "Should Ruin My Career"?
Yeah, it's like an inside joke meme thing, but
and it's just the truth.
Dude, what's so crazy is if rewind like I want to say 8 years, maybe, I'm not sure exactly when, but he would have been considered the most immortal YouTuber. Could never be taken down by anything.
I think that the Leafy content cop was like the absolute peak of this guy.
Yeah.
If this guy comes after you, you're done. It doesn't matter who you are, you're fucking done.
Yeah.
Because like Leafy would come back with his retorts, like, oh, he's losing his hair, whatever. So it just come back with his deputy just cutting his fucking
he like
hairline
shaved his hairline back. Yeah.
Just it's just like you just can't touch this guy. This guy just now you call him smelly and he'll fucking start making a video just screaming and crying to a therapist. Like, what? Well, you say what happened? We know exactly what happened.
There are theories.
We know exactly what happened. Zbad 805 for the $5 says, "Hell, Mauler, Andy Tudyk does have his own show. It's called Resident Alien."
How come? Wait a minute. Resident Alien.
Yeah.
4
I know
seasons,
the show.
drama. That's fair enough. I mean, it's a sci-fi original, is it? Or is it on Netflix as well? I guess what I mean... Oh, Linda Hamilton's in it all. I didn't know she was in stuff.
Yeah, other than Terminator
awful
reboots.
Terminator
Also.
sequel.
Yeah.
But what I mean about him is that he is such a phenomenal actor, and he has been for so many decades. It just feels like he deserves. I've said this. There's a couple of actors that qualify as this. Deserves like a Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad type situation where everyone goes, "Holy shit! I knew that guy was good, but that guy's really fucking good." You know, that sort of thing.
I kind of feel that with Nathan Fillion, to be honest with you.
I think he deserves that too. I think there's a lot of like character actors that they're just sort of waiting for their chance because they're good in everything, but they're not quite seen as beyond that.
Yeah.
Dude, if Firefly got 5 seasons, Nathan Fillion would have been locked the fuck in as like just legendary.
Abigail has been a member for 28 months as fast, infected, slow zombies. Quick infection, slow moving.
I get it, but I do like it when there's like a 24-hour cycle for the infection because it can create some risk reward. You know, like if a person gets bitten, then they get some time to talk and to plan, and then
what the fuck was with that retarded army guys in the 28 years later?
Oh, don't get me started, dude.
Why did they go into the tunnel?
Because they're stupid and they don't know how guns work.
or training works. Days of Darkness with the $2 is more to play Metal Gear Solid games. Don't be too critical.
You're not speaking to the right guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce you to Mauler. Yeah. Callie off with a $10 says, I'm from beta players era. Have singles played unplayed in addition to sealed boosters from beta, unlimited, Arabian Nights, Legends, etc. till I stopped during the Meridian cycle. One heck of a ride. Wow. Dude. Did you get, Kalioth, did you get any of the Magic the Gathering? Did you pick up a booster box for Magic the Gathering? Just asking. Don't have to super chat. Just put in the chat. Just curious. Curious. Zanzoltan with 1,000 asses. Here's 1,000 pesos. Ah! Shave your legs at least, and we'll be happy. I'll shave. I'll shave my left ankle.
Wow.
So silence with the $2 is 30 seconds of iDubbbz breath or wet boogie tipple. 30 seconds of iDubbbz breath sounds like a lot.
Wait, so is it 30 seconds of both is the question, is it?
No, or 30 seconds of iDubbbz breath or wet boogie tipple.
Like you're slapped with a tipple?
I'll probably take a tipple slap. 30
it
seconds
being wet,
is a long time.
Is it wet because of his sweat, or is it wet because
No, I'm imagining it's wet because he lives in his bath. Like Jabba the fucking Hutt.
I guess, because that's the thing, right? It's like, well, at least, because there will be some afterburn with the breath as well. It's not just 30 seconds. That's pain you endure.
Count 30 seconds, right? Let's do it, right?
No, I know 30 seconds is long. I'm saying there's also the afterburn, right? So you'll complete the 30 and then there'll be a bit more where you're recovering.
Yeah.
But versus the wet tipple where, you know, what is it slapping? Is it my arm? Because I can kind of get over that. If it's my face,
It's your face. It's your face.
There is a potential stank issue there that we might not be familiar with, you know? And what if there's like a 30-second rule of you can't wipe your face or do anything? So you got to be careful with this. It's dangerous, man. But I mean, considering how I've seen people on camera react to iDubbbz's stench, I might go with the tipple out of fear.
I think the tipple would be over quicker.
I think so too. I think you're right.
Right now, I can barely take 30 seconds of iDubbbz talking.
No one can.
Jan Zoltan with 1,000 arses. So you have hairy ankles. Does this confirm that Az is a hobbit or the British Bigfoot? Ah, love you, man. I don't actually. I just it's a place. It's a place I was just thinking, where would I not give a shit that a fucking razor took? And we are caught up. Molly! Anything you'd like to plug before we go, sir?
We got a supercut coming out this weekend because we're still ahead on EFAPs by like 3 episodes, so we got to find gaps. I'm gonna just be working nonstop on my vidya. Hopefully, I can tell more about it the more time goes on. But yeah, the supercut will be when me and Metal played through Simpsons Hit and Run, when we took shots every time we either got caught by the police or completed a level. So,
okay,
fun times.
Okie dokie. The poll after this stream: what would you like? 2.9k people voted.
Damn.
They said a video or two, 61%. Death Stranding, 38%. What about Chrono Trigger?
You should have put it in there.
What about Chrono Trigger, though? I don't know. You know. Vincent Woods sliding in with a $10 says, if Disney decided to make a live-action version of Treasure Planet and Atlantis, The Lost Empire, do you think either could be made good? And which one would you prefer between the two?
Couldn't be made good in this day and age. Could they maybe be good, like, theoretically in the multiverse? Like, yeah. And which would I prefer? I'd have to rewatch them both to decide, because I like them both. So, but there's no chance they're going to be good.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Vincent. I don't care. I wouldn't give a toss, to be honest with you. I think we're trying to get away from that anyway. So, massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Let's have a quick little check on Saints and Sinners before we go. Oh my God, guys, what the fuck? We have gone from fucking hell. We started the stream, I think, on 9,038, was it? And then when we did a check-in, it was, 9,064?
I assume you probably have better knowledge on this than
Something
I do.
like that. From in this stream, somewhere around there. Saints and Sinners is on 9,129.
I know a lot of people held off buying it because they were going to wait until like the I Want It All has all the stuff. And
I tell you what, during the stream as well, the email went out that the concept art book is up, and that's probably helped as well. So we're now on 9,129 books sold, 332,750. Still 24 days to go. So if you haven't managed to pick up a copy, please do. Pinned in the comment section at the top there, guys. Or if you're watching this later, link in the description box down below to the Saints and Sinners campaign. Closing in on that 10,000 copies sold. Absolutely crazy. So massive thank you to everybody who came to watch today. Mods, thank you so much indeed for giving up your free time. Everybody who super chatted, membered, remembered, gifted memberships, thank you so much indeed, not just for supporting the channel, but supporting Saints and Sinners as well. Mauler and my writing debuts, Drunk 3PO, Critical Drinker, Soska Sisters, and Eric July. All 6 of us writing stories for that anthology. Calioth with the $2 is Autograph Tier SS. There's no CGCs with Saints and Sinners because we're all around the world, but that'll be a little fucking mission for you guys, is to get those 6 signatures onto your Saints and Sinners copies. So tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. UK time, 1:30 Central, Rip and the Silverback here on this channel with Monsieur July. And other than that, more videos coming out, and other gubbins. So there you go. Massive thank you. So until next week, where we'll be on Gary's channel, you take care. Goodbye, Baloo.
Bye-bye.